Hey guys, it's Dude here with Misaki, and welcome back to Tsukihime. I think today we'll be able to finish Ciel's route, assuming it's not as long as it... as long as it's not longer than I think it is. Alright, let's see what's my most recent save. Here we go. Death. 8th day, October 28th, Thursday. A hot summer day. The blue sky and large columns of summer clouds. The breeze wafting by and the drowning voice of the cicadas. The sound of cicadas. Sure, I'm not doing this again. Sorry. So loud I want to die. And clearing the discarded shells of the cicadas. As if the sun is right next to me. The clearing burns with an intense heat. A hot midsummer day. As if the entire world became a frying pan. Alright. I know this time that's actually the sister's crying, so you do it this time, Misaki. Misaki?
Can't hear it. Okay.
Oh.
Wah, ooh, ooh, ah. Wah, ooh, ooh, ah. Wah, ooh, ah.
Akiha is crying. There's a child collapsed at her feet. Her white shirt is painted red with blood, and he doesn't move at all. Looking down at him, my hands are red, just like that child on the ground. No, that's not it. These hands are red with the blood of that child. Oh, that was new. A grassy plain hidden from the sun. Raised only by the moonlight, proud white flowers. Under the transparent moon, a lone woman of pure white. Not even knowing words, not even aware of herself. Only treated as a method of killing. The white woman stained in fresh blood is completely free of injury. The crimson saturating her dress is only the blood of her enemies. The only time she is allowed in this brief amount of time after her... The only time she is allowed is this brief amount of time after her blood-stained homecomings. What waits for her after that is only a sleep she cannot wake from herself. The white girl does not even know her fate, and just looks up with distant eyes at the moon. I thought I saw eternity there. Is it an illusion? It probably is. But I don't care. The fact that her figure has eternally seared into my memory is truly... I feel like I had a nostalgic dream and I wake up from my slumber. As if I wasn't breathing before, I suddenly take a huge breath. That makes me wake up completely. I'm in my room. After my separation with Senpai in the park, I must have somehow returned to my room. Ciel Senpai. I can't forget her face. Why didn't I say anything back then? I was still attracted to Arcade, even though I knew she was a vampire. So even if Senpai was a vampire, I shouldn't have been that surprised. I should have laughed. If I laughed like it was a joke, she probably would have laughed with me like always. No, I really wanted her to stay as Senpai. The uneventful but peaceful and fun time I spent with Senpai at school was very precious. Damn. But that's all over. She'll never come to school as Senpai ever again. What should I do? I don't know. I wanted to search for the vampire's lair and to kill him, but I can't even look for him by myself. I've cut my ties with Arcade, and me and Senpai are fighting right now. No, I won't even be able to see Senpai again. I put on my glasses and get out of bed. It's past 8 o'clock in the morning. It's long past my usual breakfast time, but today is a school holiday. Hisui isn't here? Her familiar figure standing in front of the door like a shadow is missing. Once again, my light headache returns. In addition to my new unfamiliar life at this mansion, the events of the past few days were very stressful. I let out a deep breath. I don't know what to do, but I have a lot of things I have to do. If I'm worried about Senpai, I can just go to her apartment. Alright. If anything, first comes breakfast. Can't work on an empty stomach. Shaking the sleep from my brain and body, I head towards the sitting room. Hisui's in the lobby doing something. She must be doing some redesigning because she's carrying a chair. Hisui. As if suddenly realizing I'm here, she walks quickly towards me with her usual soft footsteps.
Good morning, Shiki-sama.
Yeah, good morning. Sorry for selfishly waking up whenever.
I am sorry for not being there when you woke up. Please forgive me.
Hisui silently bows her head. After going out last night and not even remembering how I came back to my room, being apologized to like this makes me feel like a horrible person. There's no need to apologize, I just woke up whenever I wanted to. It's okay if you want to complain. Like now, unless she's strict on me, my spirit might waver a bit.
Shiki-sama?
It's nothing, don't worry about it. Anyway, I wanted to eat some breakfast. Is it already made?
Neston is outside. If you want to eat breakfast, it is already prepared in the dining room.
Oh, I'll go eat then. Sorry for interrupting your work. After saying that, I'd see her later. I head towards the dining room. After finishing breakfast, I return to the lobby. I should go back to my room and change, even if I decide to head to Senpai's apartment. Ow. My toe bangs into a chair. Ow. Why the heck is that a chair here? That's right. It's the chair Hisui was carrying earlier. Since it usually isn't here, I just banged into it walking normally without thinking. Dang. Must be really out of it if I hit such a thing. I give a sigh. But Hisui is Hisui. Why does she have to put a chair here? What was she thinking in the first place, putting a chair where people walk by? The toe I banged on the chair still hurts. It's an excessive pain. A pain that would have never been there if the chair was never here. Oh, wait, I think I've heard about this scene. How annoying. I was supposed to see Senpai, so why is this suddenly getting in my way? This chair is an incredible annoyance. Why is such a thing here? It never should have been here. If it wasn't here, I never would have stubbed my toe. I get mad and kick the chair. Throb. As soon as I do that, the toe I kick with hurts even more. Throb, throb. Throb, throb, throb. Why you? What a bothersome thing. Disappear. This chair's an eyesore. This chair. 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 This chair.
Shiki-sama?
Huh? Hisui? Why are you rushing here all of a sudden? I say that, truly surprised. I'm breathing heavily. My chest heaves up and down. I feel like I just ran a marathon. Huh? Why am I so out of breath? I gasp hungrily for air.
Shiki-sama, what are you saying?
What? Why are you looking at me like that? Did something happen?
Shiki-sama, are you saying you do not know what you were doing?
What was I doing? But I wasn't really doing anything. Gah. My headache returns. I shake my head to get rid of it and suddenly realize what lies at my feet. Lies there are shattered remnants of the chair. Eh? Thump. My heart pounds harder. I did this?
Yes. This is the result of you holding the chair and smashing it against the floor many times.
What? Why? Why did I do that? I did think that my toe hurt from running into the chair, but why did I go that far? Why did I get angry over something like that and break it like a kid having a tantrum?
Shiki-sama, are you feeling well? If you are sick, I can call a doctor.
No, it's nothing. It's really nothing. Sorry, Hisui, I just felt strange. I stepped back from her. I stepped back from the pieces of the chair as I just destroyed.
Shiki-sama, please calm down. Breathing like that is not good for your body.
I'm fine. Leave me alone. I want to be alone. Just let me be. I shout that out and run up the stairs. Passively note that I seem to be running away from her. I return to my room and throw myself on my bed. Once again, my temple starts to hurt once more. Throb, throb. As if a new heart had emerged in my brain, my head pounds painfully. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. This pain probably caused my earlier violent behavior. Having to see death so much these past few days is messing up my brain. First, I need to calm down now. As long as I keep my glasses on, this headache shouldn't get worse. What am I doing? I have to go see Senpai, quickly. But if I see her while I'm like this, I'll only hurt her. I have to calm down. Quietly. If I just sit here quietly, my headache will go away. See? It's disappearing. My room is very quiet. In this room with only the ticking of the clock, I should be able to calm down quickly. Tick, 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 tick. The ticking of the clock. Tick, 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 tick. Can't you be quiet? Tick, 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 tick. Hey. Tick, 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 tick. I told you to be quiet. It stopped. With a crash, the clock stops. It's quiet. Yeah, that's better. Now I can go see Senpai. I walk out the front door. The sky is painted a brilliant blue. I walk towards the gate. At that moment, I hear a noise from the garden. That's odd. Hisui was in the lobby picking up the pieces of the chair. Kohaku-san is outside and Akiya is at school. There shouldn't be anyone else here at the mansion. I arrive in the garden. Come to think of it, most of the time we spent playing was in the garden. Since coming back here, I've been busy with many things, so I haven't had a chance to walk around the garden. Bristle. That sound again. Seems like someone just walked through. Huh? Hisui? It's Hisui. It seems she doesn't notice me. As Hisui's making her way towards the woods. She doesn't seem to notice me. Does she have something to do? She enters the forest. A bit curious, I follow her from a slight distance. And where Hisui is headed, there seems to be a small clearing. There's a clearing there? Tilting my head to the side, I try to remember, but for some reason my memory is a bit vague. In the forest of the mansion, I can see a clearing as if the trees were cut there. No, can see is not quite right. If you walked by normally, you probably would never notice it. If Hisui didn't walk there, hidden enough by the surrounding trees as it is, I would never have even noticed it if I lived here all my life. There's a clearing there? If so, we probably did play there as kids. To say the least, I don't remember ever playing with Akiya in the clearing. I feel like I've never been there before. After thinking for a bit, I decided to go into the clearing. The clearing doesn't strike me as anything out of the ordinary. There's no sign of Hisui, who entered before me. What's this? Just an empty place. I walk to the middle of the clearing. This clearing really is just an empty space. The perfectly level open ground. The deep woods enclose the area. The voice of the cicadas. And the strong summer sunshine that feels like it could dissolve. Summer sunshine? Ouch. The wound on my chest starts to hurt. Like stabbing. This pain that feels like a kitchen knife stabbing my chest. Chirp, 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 chirp. From somewhere I can hear the voice of the cicadas. But it's autumn now. Summer sunshine that bathes everything in white. Columns of summer clouds in the far-off sky. I can practically see the voices. At my feet there are discarded shells of cicadas. Discarded shell. Someone's discarded shell. I'm getting angry again. I finally calmed down earlier, but I'm feeling annoyed again. I have to meet Senpai. I have to hurry up and meet her and tell her I wouldn't care even if she was a vampire. But what is the truth? Could I honestly say that I could smile like that before with her even if she's a vampire? Someone's crouched silhouette. The approaching footsteps of a young girl. The columns of clouds in the far sky. The discarded shells of cicadas. When I realize that there is my body pierced through the chest and killed. Looking down at my corpse in surprise is my figure as well. Ugh. My chest hurts. I feel like vomiting. The wound is healed a long time ago, but why does it hurt so much? My chest is broken. The old wound opens. Blood flows forth from the opening. What is this? My wound. It hasn't healed at all. It hurts. I'm scared. I'm assailed with dizziness. This is the impulse called death. My consciousness sinks. My wound hurts. I hear the sound of my body collapsing on the ground. I can hear voices talking. I think that's,
Are you not going to call for a doctor? Don't be stupid, Hisui. There's no way I could do that, since Nisan's wound isn't normal.
Akiha and Hisui are talking. This is Shiki's room. It looks like I am sleeping on the bed. I plan to say yo and get out of bed, but I can't move at all. My chest doesn't hurt anymore, but my body is as heavy as lead. All I can move are my eyes and my mouth.
What the world were you trying to do, Hisui? You know not to let Shiki go near that place. Please, forgive me. This can't be solved by apologizing. You were assigned to serve Nisan to avoid this kind of situation. So what were you doing?
Completely different from her usual manner, Akiha gives full vent to her anger. In comparison, Hisui is accepting the scolding silently, looking down. I'm not sure how this all came about, but I can at least tell Hisui is being yelled at because of me.
Answer me, Hisui. What were you doing, and where were you all day long?
Hisui doesn't answer. The air grows tenser between them. Biting her lip, Akiha takes a step towards Hisui. I think we did this scene already, but it's been several weeks now, so I guess might as well do it again. Even I understand that Akiha intended to hit her. Hisui seems to know this as well, but she just stands with her head hung in shame, ready to receive it. Hold on, Akiha.
Me wake?
Yeah, you were so loud I woke up. Akiha looks away uncomfortably. Hisui still keeps looking down, not even trying to look at me. You know, you shouldn't let it out on Hisui. I don't know the circumstances, but this has to do with me collapsing, right? It's not her fault, I just collapsed on my own. I strained hard and somehow managed to lift the upper half of my body off the bed. But that's all I can manage, and I don't think I can even move an inch more. But since Hisui is depressed, I have to force myself to act as fine as possible. Honestly, getting into a fight over me, even if you look like an adult, you're still a child.
You completely fainted, Nissan. You were out for more than 10 hours, and nothing like this has happened before. If you never woke up, what would I have done?
Idiot, don't say things like that. Wasn't this just anemia? Huh? It's 10 o'clock already?
I've been unconscious since noon.
Akiha speaks hesitantly. All the strength drains from my body. Must have slept that long since then. I wasn't able to go to Senpai's apartment and just slept the time away. Man, I haven't passed out this long since elementary school. Well, yeah, I did pass out often back then since I wasn't used to living at the Arimas and I was stressed out. Everything is still woozy, like I'm still dreaming. Blacking out, I stare at the ceiling as I remember something of my past.
True. It has only been a week since you came back here. Nissan, you must be exhausted.
Yeah, I felt that today.
Didn't you? So please just rest today. Your health is weaker than most people's, so your body gets tired unless you take the day off sometimes.
She looks at me with a serious expression. I think we haven't saved it in a while, so let me just do that. Just like she says, I should just forget everything. I shouldn't think about senpai or vampires and just rest, or I'll really tire out. Going on a rampage like that and smashing that chair, there must be something wrong with me. Yeah, like you say, I'll just go to sleep. I lie back down.
Really? You're not going to sneak out of the room later?
What, you don't trust me? I guess not. Because these past few days I've been ignoring her and leaving.
Hisui, tell Kohaku that Nissan is awake. Nissan, what about dinner?
Oh yeah. No, tell Kohaku-san I'm sorry, but I don't think I can eat right now. I'm just going to go to sleep.
I understand. Then Hisui, tell Kohaku that.
Still looking downcast, Hisui nods and leaves the room. Well then, lying down in bed, I start to feel sleepy again. Like this, I bet I could fall asleep in a minute. But before that, Akiha, there's a place like that in the garden?
Yes. When we were children, we used to play there often.
Oh, for some reason I don't remember it well. Yeah, I really did forget all about it. And one more thing. It's a weird question, but when we were kids, wasn't there another kid with us?
Huh?
She tilts her head like she doesn't understand what I'm saying. I guess so. There couldn't have been another kid. That was just a dream. That clearing. Myself as a child, killed by someone who looked like me. There's something wrong with that. If that's true, what am I doing here right now? No, it's nothing. Just talking about a dream.
So, then good night, Nissan. Please rest well.
Yeah, I will. The instant I answer her, I fall asleep almost as if I just passed out again. 9. Cast off cicada shell. 9th day, October 29th, Friday. I'm in a dark place. 8 years since I awoke. I've been holding my breath in darkness the whole time. I don't even know why. That has long since been worn away. Here, there's only darkness. But I know there's something I have to do. I don't know why I live. But I know my purpose. Is this the other Shiki? The chains which held me are all gone. There's nothing holding me back. All that's left is killing you. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Chirp, chirp. Is the window open? I can hear the voices of small birds coming from the garden. A cool breeze brushes my face. The brilliant sunlight hits my eyes. A quiet, delicate tinge. A gentle morning visit. Morning? It seems I slept until now after Akia treated me. My body still feels a little heavy. But still, I feel much better than last night. Opening my eyes, I get up. Ugh. I feel like throwing up instantly. I still have my anemia from yesterday. My chest hurts and I feel sick.
It's me.
Isui enters my room. She must have thought I was still asleep because she seemed surprised to see me up.
Good morning. It seems you have awoken, Shiki-sama.
For some reason, Hisui's reaction annoys me. Morning. Breakfast, right? I'll be there soon, so just get out. I'm going to change.
Yes, please excuse me.
No matter how poor of a mood I'm in, letting it out on Hisui like that, there's something wrong with me. I feel sick. Even if I go to school like this, I won't be able to do anything. Maybe I'll just stay home. But I have to go. If I go to school, I may see Senpai again. She may not be the Senpai I want, but she may still be there. Whew. Taking a deep breath, I settle down. Managing to resist my dizziness, I leave my room.
Oh, Nissan. Good morning.
As soon as I enter the sitting room, Akia greets me hollowly. Yeah, morning. You're up early, Akia.
I'm always up this early, but... Nissan? Are you alright? Your face still looks pale. If you do not feel well, you can stay home.
No, I'm fine. I'm better, so you don't need to worry. I answer her quickly and pass right by. Head to the dining room since I'll probably collapse if I don't eat. See ya. Isn't it about time for school?
Then I'll be going now.
Speaking hesitantly, she stands up quietly. Akia exits the sitting room. After watching her go out of the corner of my eye, I enter the dining room. I leave the mansion and head for school. My limbs are still heavy, and I and with a feeling like I'm in someone else's body, I go down the hill. It's 7:40. The gate becomes congested with students hurrying to class. I don't think Senpai will come, but is waiting here better than waiting in my classroom? Oh. Okay, let me check the full chart. Hey. Okay. Oh, weirdly, this choice doesn't seem to matter. Let's go behind the school, I guess. No, I have a feeling that I won't see Senpai if I wait here. If Senpai doesn't feel like seeing me, she'll leave as soon as she sees me. If that's the case, she won't come to school through the front gate. If she even comes, it'll be through the back gate. I rush to the back of the school with this thought in mind. No one is here. Not even students coming to school through the back gate. But I still wait for Senpai, who for sure isn't coming. The chime sounds once, telling me that the gate is closing. Senpai didn't come. I should go back before homeroom starts. Homeroom is about to start, but it is still very rowdy in the classroom. I take my seat by the window and set down my bag. Hey, morning. You looking pretty bad today. Sheesh, everyone looks at me and says the same thing. Do I look that sick? Yeah? Yeah, come to think of it, you look normal. I don't know, but you look really down, Tono. Down, huh? Certainly my spirits are low. Ever since Senpai said farewell, my body has been heavy and both my mind and body are knocked out. Arihiko, did you see Senpai today? Huh? Senpai? Which Senpai? Which? The only Senpai we both know is Ciel Senpai. Ciel Senpai? Who's that? Are there any foreign students at our school? My mouth hangs open in amazement. Arihiko, you... I manage to stammer this out in my confusion, but nothing else comes out. You okay, Tono? Just spit it out. As long as it's not asking for money, I'll help you out. Arihiko is acting like he always does. Just like always, he completely does not remember it. Senpai. Nah, it's nothing. Sit down. Class will start. Oh, it's that time. Well, later. Arihiko goes back to his own seat and the teacher arrives. Homeroom starts, followed by physics, the first period class. I watch it like a movie on a screen. Senpai really disappeared. Not just from my sight, but the person known as Ciel Senpai is gone completely without a trace. Arihiko doesn't remember her. I'm sure no one else does either. That farewell, this is what it meant. The movie in front of me continues playing, showing the teacher using white chalk on a blackboard. Nothing seems real anymore. Once classes are over and break time begins, that person will never come again, ever. During lunch, we will never sit in the teacher morning room and spend time aimlessly over lunch. Somewhere I had a thread of hope, but that is gone as well. I've lost Ciel completely. I still haven't done anything. Haven't told her anything. We spent time eating lunch together on a nice day such as today. That was a distant, precious dream. I realize the number of my classmates in the room is dwindling. Seems now is lunchtime, and that's usually when we have to make a choice, so... I don't feel like doing anything. I feel sluggish, so I'll just... Perfect timing. Oh god, this choice is complicated for some reason. Okay, it looks like Picking one of these will lead directly to a bad end, but if we pick the other choice, we get another shot at this dead end anyway.
Huh.
Oh god. Also, here there will be an unavoidable dead end if we didn't get enough CL points, but I'm pretty sure we did because I chose every best option along the way. Let's go for the bad end. Space out here in the classroom. I'll just stay in the classroom. Senpai isn't there no matter where I go. No matter what I do, she won't come back. The end of the day homeroom session is over. My chatting classmates get out of their seats. After staring at them blankly, I get out of my seat and go back to the mansion. Back to the mansion. But it's not like there's anything if I go back. I know I can never reach her, but I can't give up. Damn it, what the hell should I do? Voicing my thoughts angrily, I leave the classroom. I look up and find myself in front of the tea ceremony room. Even though she won't be there, my legs walk in on their own. Of course, no one is here. I wasn't expecting anything, but when I'm hit hard like this, my vision seems to waver. The world starts to spin around me. Instantly, it happens. The ground shakes. I think to myself it's a large earthquake, but I realize it's not the ground shaking, but the impact of my body hitting the floor that I felt. I can't speak well. Panting. A gasping breath can be no one else's but mine. But I don't feel bad. It's more like I don't feel anything, like I have no sense of feeling at all. The sound of frantic breathing. Even though I'm not exhausted, my throat painfully gasps for air. I don't feel anything. I feel like the collapsed body here isn't mine. The sound of gasping. Something's weird. As I lie breathing wildly on the floor, blood spreads out on the tatami mats. Gah. Suddenly, a stabbing pain fills my chest. Ah! My body falls with a crash. My entire body is convulsing. It hurts. My chest is burning. My mind is drifting away. My fingers claw at the tatami mats in pain. I pull and rip at the mats, but it doesn't stop the pain. Gah. Pain. Such pain is frightening. I can't bear it. If it lasts another second, then it would be better just to die. Fine. Oh, I think that's Ciel.
Great, Shiki.
I lift my head off the floor. Before that, my pain disappears. I don't feel pain anywhere. I don't even feel heavy. I don't even feel alive. I try to say something, but my throat doesn't move. There's nothing. No pain, no sensation, not even freedom. I don't know what's going on, so I try to get up. My body doesn't even twitch. It's not that I'm tied down, nor is it that my entire body is numb. If I have to give a metaphor, it's like my body is already dead, but my mind is mistakenly still lingering in my body. Of my five senses, only my sight is still alive. The room is dark. It's night outside already. I can't move my face, so I move my eyes. Oh. Actually, I don't know. This could be the other Shiki also. I have no idea.
Huh. See? Oh? I thought you had completely disappeared. But you're awfully persistent, Shiki.
I can hear a voice I shouldn't be able to hear. Yeah, it's Ciel. glance around the dark as best I can. Or, maybe he meant like his ears aren't working. Yeah. There, I see something I don't know about. Oh, it is him. Okay. Who is that? I've never seen him. But I feel like I've known him for a long, long time. What's this? How mean of you, Shiki. You've been looking for me for so long, and when I come out, you don't remember me? With an amused laugh, he stares at me with bloodshot eyes. My mind, the only thing still working, freezes. He didn't say it yet, but I know he's a vampire. That he is the serpent senpai and Arcuate are looking for. No, that's wrong. Certainly I am the vampire known as the Serpent of Akasha. But to you, I'm not the serpent, but rather Shiki, right? Man, how cold of you. You make me look stupid for thinking about all these 8 years. Shiki? 8 years? What is that? Did you really forget, Shiki? Was the old man's hypnosis that good, or did you lose your memory after dying once? Shit, either way, what a waste. Do you understand? Those 8 years, I've waited these 8 years. I waited for this instance where I could steal everything from you, the one who killed me. But what use is it now if you don't remember? What is he saying? I killed him? That's right. If you'd forgotten, then remember. The 3 of us were always together, right? In the Tono mansion. Akia and you and I would play in the garden together. Before it became like this 8 years ago that day. I can't remember. Certainly it seems like there was another kid with us back then. You can't remember? And we were such good friends, too. He grits his teeth. His whole body quivers with emotion as if he was brimming with vexation. Jeez. Was I the only one in pain? That's terrible, Shiki. I was always locked away by my old man, but I could always sense you. Haha. Because I was using your life. Even though we're not connected by blood, we're connected by our souls. That's why I wanted you to have a terribly gruesome end. How unfortunate, he says. What I want to say is this, Shiki. I'm your brother. But you and Akia seem to have heartlessly forgotten that. My Tonoshiki's brother? If you've forgotten, then there's nothing to talk about. Your painful death is the goal of this body, of Tonoshiki. I've gone along with it this long, but it's time to lower the curtain. Even for me, to have 2 bodies with 1 life is not very efficient. The voice sneers. I'll be killed like this. No, I say I'll die, but maybe I'm already dead. My arms and legs can't move. My eyes, my ears, my nose don't work. That's why there isn't even any pain. I'm killed so vaguely that I don't even realize it. End. I don't know how I did that voice. Okay. Would you like... Yes, okay. Teach me, Ciel Sensei.
And I really did go to a bad ending.
Yep.
So fast. Oh well. Mercy. The hint corner for the out-of-luck Tono-kun who ended up in this terrible dead end. It's time for Teach Me, Ciel Sensei. And now, we will start with the second period lesson. I see. There's a distinct reason for this. The fish that got away this time is big. It's your dear senpai, so talk your heart out with her and make some peace with her. Even if it's an opponent you can't beat by yourself, it's easy using the power of love between 2 people. You don't need Arcuate's help at all. What? Aren't you the one dragging him, Ciel? You quiet. Dear.
What was that?
What? And meow for the only used once animal series. Nya nya nya.
Maybe it was a pun in Japanese. Like...
Hey now, no private conversations during class. Now that the loud and annoying person has been kicked away, please continue to enjoy the main story.
Okay. Wait. Did I not save after that point? Huh. Wait. Well, I loaded the wrong save. Whoops. Hold on. No. What? I don't remember making this choice. What the heck? What is... Hold on. This is completely wrong. Oh, wait. Right. I'm doing the latest 9 days, but we're on 10 now. That's the problem. Oh, God. Except that's... Wait, what? Oh. I just completely messed up the dates there. That was weird. Okay. Alright, let's go eat some lunch. Nothing's gonna get done if I just rot here. Besides, I'm not in the best health right now, so if I don't eat, I'll really collapse. Guess I'll go to the cafeteria. Being allowed to get up from my desk. The big rush must be over because there isn't a line. The tables are mostly full of students already eating. Glance around at the room and see if there are any seats left. And then I see someone who looks like Senpai. Haha. I laugh loudly. Mistaking someone for Ciel Senpai because there's a small resemblance. I truly am beat. I know I'm beat, but I can't take my eyes away from this person that looks like her. This person that looks like her sits at the table slurping up udon. It's curry udon, too. Even her food resembles what Senpai would eat. Actually, it is Senpai. Senpai. I dash with all my strength towards Senpai. Senpai looks up at me, then glances away quickly. She's clearly avoiding me. But that doesn't matter. Senpai, why are you here? I blurt that out because I can't even think of anything else to say.
Here? I'm a student here, you know. If I don't eat during lunchtime, I'll collapse.
No, that's not what I mean, but... I don't know what to say. My brain just stopped functioning. She looks away from me as if she wants to complain. I thought it was strange for you to be here. Just yesterday you said farewell, so I thought I would never see you again.
Yeah, because it was getting late. Students should go back at home at this time, yes?
Simply, with a straight face, she says this outrageous punchline. What?
Tono-kun, are you saying people like me shouldn't come to school?
Her eyes that were so devoid of emotion yesterday looked directly into mine. A student like me? That's what she said. I don't know if she's really a vampire or not, but she healed from that fatal wound quickly, so she has to be something more than human, like Arcoade. You just can't say that's human. But still, to me, she's a very dear person. I still don't know exactly what kind of feeling I have for her. But it was just half a day. It was only half a day, but just thinking she wasn't in my world anymore made me feel like reality was nothing I could care for. I should care for. So for me, she is someone I can't lose. Senpai, I'd be lying if I said all of it, but I don't care. Even if she is the same as Arcoade, Senpai is still Senpai. That is an absolute truth I believe in. Yes, I should say those words I couldn't say last night. However, before that...
Help it if you hate me, Tono-kun. But this is my daily life, so no matter what you say, decide to do as I please.
She speaks directly.
You don't have any complaints, right?
Senpai says and stares at me. Huh? Of course, no complaints here. I feel like such an idiot worrying about it so much. The strength drains from my body. But more than that, I can't help but feel really happy. Yeah, of course I don't have any complaints, because up until now, I was ignoring all your warnings and doing as I pleased too, Senpai.
Acceptable. Then, let's shake hands.
She sticks out her hand. I don't know what she's thinking, but I take out her outstretched hand. Senpai shakes it up and down.
Sign that we have made peace. Let's stay this way, okay, Tono-kun?
She flashes a full, truly happy smile. With that, she stands up, taking her tray as she walks away. I don't know where, but she seems to be heading somewhere. After her putting her dishes in their place, she exits the cafeteria. That's fine. I'm happy that she's still here at school, and that we've made up, but can I let things go about Arcoade and that vampire we're hunting? Oh, the choices are weird, really here. I'll look at the flowchart right now. Yeah, so if we say... So apparently if we... Yeah, so if we say, I guess so, then it leads to a bad end, and... So we have to say, no, it's the same bad end as last time, so... This can't be good as it is. Senpai, hey. I hurry after her. So following this route, this is where it checks if we have a high enough regard with her. And then it would force the bad end if we didn't.
Oh? It's Tono-kun. 5th period will start soon, you know. You should hurry back to class.
Idiot, the same goes for you. Why are you out here in the courtyard? I see. She's only pretending to be a student, so she doesn't really need to go to class.
That's right. I will be late to 5th period too. I thought I would skip the rest of class, but maybe I should seriously attend class after all.
Senpai smiles happily. Senpai? Don't tell me you've been taking classes?
Of course I was. I wouldn't be dressed like this if I wasn't.
She seems quite angry. Ha,
Hey, funny Tono-kun.
No, it's just so happy and so angry. I knew that you really were Ciel Senpai after all. I really am happy.
Huh? I am me, but why would that make you laugh, Tono-kun?
It's nothing. More importantly, Senpai, about, Arcoade. In a flash, Senpai looks up at me with emotionless eyes. It's hard to speak. But this is why I came after her. Please listen to me without getting angry. You told me to stop, but I just can't leave this vampire thing alone. Uh-oh, her emotionless eyes seem to become tinged with anger. Anyways, I can't just ignore this vampire. But I kind of broke up with Arcoade because of yesterday, and I can't do anything without help. So, if you're looking for this vampire, can I help you? Senpai is quiet. She takes a deep breath.
Fuse.
and says so with a smile. You refuse? Why?
Of course I would, Tono-kun. Don't you remember almost being killed by her? Hunting vampires means being in continual danger of death. I will not let you be involved in such a thing, Tono-kun.
I know, but I'm saying I prepared for that. I might not look like it, but I've experienced many near-death situations. I can at least protect myself.
Tono-kun, how can you say that? I will admit that you have very good athletic abilities. Even though you have a weak constitution, your body itself is excellent.
Slumping her shoulders, Senpai says something very surprising. Really? The tension seems to disappear, and I blurt that out in response.
Yes, Tono-kun. You got naked when you spent the night at my house. I saw you then. Not flabbiness, but tight muscles. You were far away, but I thought your body was very well formed.
Naked, but I didn't get naked.
Did you forget, Tono-kun? Did you not change before you entered the bath?
That's right. Certainly I did take off my clothes and had her wash them for me. Senpai, I didn't know you were someone who likes to peek at people who are changing.
Just an accident. I, happened to see it. And was a little curious and thought maybe it would be alright.
Her face turns a deep red as she stammers her excuses. I guess she's remembering that what she saw that time.
Please, look. No matter how good your body is, Tono-kun, ordinary people cannot stand up against a vampire.
Oh, that's why she doesn't want me to fight. I see. Then it's no problem. I take off my glasses. I take out my knife. My headache starts to flare up. Resisting that, I cut an appropriate line on a nearby tree.
Tono-kun,
That's how it is. Sorry, but my eyes aren't normal. Arkway told me I could see the death of things, and they're called something like the mystic eyes of death perception. Her eyes widen as she takes it all in.
I see. So it isn't the knife that's special, but it's you, Tono-kun.
Not special, it's just a side effect of an accident I had. That is why she was so
That is why she was so interested in you. Your eyes have too much power for an individual to have.
She suddenly seems drained of all energy.
Certainly, with that kind of power, it is more dangerous to leave you alone, Tono-kun. And even if I did refuse, he would probably search for the vampire himself anyway, and he couldn't afford to ignore you.
Senpai? You mean...
Yes. I do not want you to be involved, but it's too late. I cannot deny that you have any connection to this any longer.
So is it okay if I go after if we go after this vampire together?
Yes. I am prepared to do that.
Senpai extends a hand, but I could feel it's different than when we shook hands at the cafeteria. Of course, I take her hand. Her hands meet briefly, and the handshake is over.
This makes us a team now. I am counting on you, Tono-kun, so please count on me. From now on, the two of us will hunt down the vampire in the city.
She speaks with a gentle smile. As I nod wordlessly, the chime sounds signaling the end of lunchtime.
After classes, please come to the tea ceremony room. We can talk more then.
Senpai runs towards the school building. I'm late too, so I run as well. So I wonder how that scene would have played out if we didn't have high enough regard. The end of the day homeroom session is over. My chattering classmates all get up from their seats. I usually just linger until the chaos has passed over, but today I stand up with everyone else. I quickly walk out of the classroom. I head for the tea ceremony room. A lot has happened between Senpai and me, but it really turned out well. I'm glad to be able to help her, and I can be more assured than I was fighting by myself. But more than that, I'm excited just to have the chance to be with Senpai once more. I breathe hard. I dash towards this tea ceremony room. There isn't anyone here. It seems like she hasn't come here yet. I think I got too excited. Sitting down on the tatami mat, I catch my breath. My heated body doesn't cool off that easily. I painfully gasp for air. My body's drenched in sweat, and I feel terrible. My gasping fills the air. There's something weird. I've been resting for a while, but my breathing is getting worse. In the first place, why is my body tired after only running this little distance? Gah! Suddenly, pain fills my chest. I think this is the same dialogue as last time, so I'm just gonna skip through it. I assume this ends with Ciel rescuing him this time. Yeah, all the same dialogue. Fine, I'll grant your wish, Shiki. Yeah? I lift my head off the floor. Before that... my pain disappears. I don't feel pain anywhere. I don't even feel heavy. Yeah, it's still the same. Yep. Okay. I guess it's actually going to be the same up until the point where he tries to kill him, but he's probably going to explain the whole...
Senpai's making him wait.
Yep. They have to get this exposition in somehow, so... because it's possible to get here without doing the Arcwood route first. Oh, wait. Oh, I think this is new. Oh, okay, here we go. Yeah, man, how cold of you. You think... You made me look stupid for thinking about you all these 8 years. Hey, don't you feel the same way, Ciel? He says while looking at me. Senpai? Senpai is here? But where? I can't see her, nor do I sense her presence. If she is here, then why isn't she doing anything about him? In front of me right now are enemies. Right now are enemies in front of me. You shouldn't ask Ciel something she can't do that much about. Right now, she isn't in a condition to really show herself in front of others. Well, in the first place, I don't think you can really see anything right now. Another sound. Something. I can hear the sound of someone tenaciously, almost madly clawing at the tatami mats. Hey, didn't I tell you not to pay attention to that? Look, Shiki, the only thing you should see is me. The only thing you should hear is my voice. The only existence you should acknowledge is mine. What is he, Yandere? The only one that lets you live is me. Finally, at last, I've met you here, so don't think of anything other than me. A sharp sound. From the hand of the man before me, this vampire called the Serpent. I hear a sickening sound. And then I hear a faint, pained gasp. I think that's Ciel. I can't quite make it out. Did you really forget, Shiki? Was the old man's hypnosis that good, or did you lose your memory after dying once? Shit, either way, what a waste. Do you understand? These 8 years, I've waited these 8 years. Waited for this instance where I should steal everything from you, the one who killed me. But what use is it now if you don't remember? What is he saying? I killed him? That's right. If you've forgotten, then remember. 3 of us were always together, right? In the Tono mansion. Akiya and you and I would play in the garden together. Before it became like this 8 years ago that day. I can't remember. Certainly it seems like there was another kid with us back then. You can't remember? And we were such good friends, too. He grits his teeth. His whole body quivers with emotion as if he was brimming with vexation. Jeez, was I the only one in pain? That's terrible, Shiki. I was always locked away by my old man, but I could always sense you. Haha. Because I was using your life. Even though we're not connected by blood, we're connected by our souls. That's why I wanted you to have a terribly gruesome end. How unfortunate, he says. That sound again. The sound of someone clawing at the tatami mats. What an annoying woman. I stole this life. This was mine since 8 years ago. You think I could just give it back to Shiki? In the first place, I would die without it. Ciel, are you telling me to die? How cruel. Just be quiet and stay dead right there. Another piercing sound. The clawing noise stops. Where were we? That's right. We were talking about how deep our bonds were. What I wanted to say is this, Shiki. I'm your brother. But you and Akiya seem to have heartlessly forgotten that. My Tonoshiki's brother? Well, I'll keep it at that. Shiki, you've heard from Ciel about me, right? A reincarnating soul. A vampire that returns to life after he dies. His eyes narrow. His mood turns different from before. His soft, almost human personality starts to disappear. This is my 18th reincarnation. You know about my requirements for a new reincarnating body, right? A family that carries power within its blood and has influenced society. There's no need to say what fits those requirements. During the 17th time, my previous self chose the Tono bloodline. Choosing the Far East was just a whim. Maybe I just wanted a change of scenery from my previous incarnations. I was killed by the princess in my 18th, and by the princess, and my 18th self was reborn as Tono Shiki. I had no complaints about this body. His intelligence and development advanced rapidly, and the weather in this country was comfortable. But that was as far as it went. The serpent, well, Roa, made a mistake in that the power of the Tono bloodline was too great. Akiya and I were only half human after all. The other half is as much a monster as Roa, which those of the Tono line must resist throughout their lives. But some people are weak, which stops them from resisting. It is the duty of the head of the Tono household to kill those who succumb to this inversion and are no longer human, but to sum it up, I lost. Normally, Roa wouldn't awaken until I became an adult. But since you and I are connected, you can understand, right, Shiki? 2 wills cannot exist in one body. It's possible that if the other personality stems from a person's will, but a completely different will cannot enter. What happens when it can't? Simple. The vessel, the brain, cries out. Headaches occur. Suddenly, without reason, without meaning. Headaches. Don't tell me. That's right. Your headaches have flowed from me to you. Didn't I say so earlier? I'm using your life. We are 2 people using the same life. So if I can move like this, then you end up as immobile as a corpse. What kills a will is another will. My will is to live is stronger than yours. Well, but you still are amazing. I'm using your strength to try to kill you, but that's strange. Why are you still alive? As he tilts his head, he really does look perplexed. I'm the one who wants to tilt my head questioningly. Why is he using my life, and what in the world is he? My mind is brimming with questions. It seems you still don't understand, Shiki. I told you, the only thing that can kill a will is another will. In other words, killing the will does not kill the body. The Roa inside of me is another will besides my own. 8 years ago, that summer day, Roa killed the will of Tonoshiki. Like I said, I'm Tonoshiki, right? Yeah, you are Tonoshiki. A true imposter who became the eldest son of the Tono household in place of me, who succumbed to inversion. Listen up. Even I liked you, Shiki. Me and my old man didn't get along either, and you were a good guy. We really were good friends. Of course, I loved Akiha, too. But I couldn't allow her to grow more attached to you. Wait. What is he saying? Yeah, I remember that feeling from that time. Everything turned crimson. I started to hate everything. The voices of the birds, the leaves on the trees, everything became bothersome to me, and it destroyed whatever I came across. 8 years ago, Shiki. In that courtyard, Roa killed my will. Normally, it would have been all over when Roa awoke. But the Tono family is special. As soon as my reason was lost, my body succumbed to inversion. I guess that's what you call an inversion impulse, but you do what you always thought was taboo. I guess deep in my heart, I was jealous of you. In the end, I killed you because you were there. Man, there never was a pleasure greater than that time. Piercing your chest with this hand and feeling your heart as you coughed up blood. I thought I was born again. It felt so wonderful. I stood there, wanting to play with your dying body even longer, but I was pushing my luck. While I was eagerly trying to rip out your heart, someone informed the old man. That bastard, he rushed over and killed me. Me, his real son. Shit. I guess cruel fathers do exist. A father like that can't complain when he's killed by his own son, right, Shiki? Well, in the end, I felt pretty good. Blood. In the courtyard. The bloody corpse of a child. Yes, you finally remembered, Shiki. That's right, I'm the one who killed you. But you lived through it and took over my place as Tonoshiki. My old man, that bastard, he locked me away like trash in an underground cell after killing me. Because he couldn't have known that his eldest son was dead, he took you, his adopted son, and replaced me. I was adopted? Yeah, the old man used you after your miraculous recovery. Fortunately for him, we were kids. We didn't doubt the fact that we were actual brothers, and you were pretty screwed up from that incident. My old man deceived you and Akiha with a simple lie and made you forget about me, the true Tonoshiki. No one was there. After that accident, why was I all alone like that? In other words, that means... Yes, it's because no one needed you. Well, in order to protect the image of this family, you were treated as Tonoshiki. Yeah, but I did need you, because thanks to stealing your life, I was able to survive when my old man killed me. For that, and only that, I thank you, Shiki. I don't understand, so why? Why am I still alive, then? Who knows? I'd like to know that myself, but it really doesn't matter. Because you're going to die here anyway. Saying that, Roa, stands up slowly. Your painful death was the goal of this body, of Tonoshiki. I've gone along with that this long, but it's time to lower the curtain. Even for me, to have two bodies with one life is not very efficient. The voice sneers. I'll be killed like this. No, I say I'll die, but maybe I'm already dead. My arms and legs can't move. My eyes, my ears, my nose don't work. There's nothing left. I don't want to just accept what he says, but I don't care about anything anymore. My eyes can see death because my body is already like a dead body. In the end, I was just an imposter. On that summer day 8 years ago, I was already dead. Oh, that's Ciel.
Kun.
But I can hear a voice. A sobbing voice. An incredibly sad, almost shouting voice. Did my eyes get used to the darkness? Or did my will force my eyes to open? I finally grasped with what this bastard was sitting on while he gave his long speech. Damn, you regenerating again? Roa's leg stops. He turns around towards Senpai. Didn't I tell you to stay dead? You really are an eyesore. With a piercing sound, Roa takes one of Senpai's swords and thrusts it into her body. Her pained voice. Her nails dig deep into the tatami mat, clawing and clawing. Her nails are almost peeled off, and her breathing is like a combusting engine. But still.
Kun.
Clawing and writhing, she frantically continues to call out my name as I lie there, collapsed like a cut puppet. Annoying woman, didn't I tell you no matter how many times you call out his name, Shiki won't hear you? Right now, he's just a living corpse. He can only hear my voice. No, not even my voice. He only knows my will because of the connection of life between us. How can you not understand that fact? More piercing sounds. The sword's piercing Senpai's body. Her body twitches in response. Even still, Senpai continues to call out my name as if she was a broken record.
Tono-kun, Tono-kun.
With her pain-filled, sobbing voice. I could hear it. I definitely heard it from before. But I probably didn't listen to half of what she said. Even as she spat out blood. She kept calling out to me, who was just lying there like a thrown away broken doll. An immortal body? How foolish. If you had this much power, you could have defeated me. The sound of stabbing again. Oh, wait. Who?
But for such a guy, you laid down your swords. I'm disappointed, Elysia.
Wait, okay, I think that's Shiki still?
Okay.
Yeah. But for such a guy like you to lay down your swords, I'm disappointed, Elysia. Thinking a piece of trash like you is actually my daughter makes me sick. Thrust, thrust, thrust. As if he's lost his mind, he keeps stabbing Senpai over and over again. Her defenseless back, her shoulders, her legs, her throat, her bloody arms outstretched towards me, mercilessly stabbing. Despite this, her lips keep on calling my name. I can't hear it. I can't see it. I can't hear it anymore. No, it's not my ears are no longer working, but that her throat is already dead. She still keeps calling out to me. As if she's wishing I'll be able to move if she continues on like that. To be honest, I don't understand why she would go that far. I'm almost going insane. Watching her being stabbed for my sake makes me almost insane. Up. But I don't move. No matter how frustrated I am, I can't move. No matter what I do, this body doesn't move. Wonderful. A simple hatred like that is almost lethal. It was just an instant, but I felt your will directed against me. You may want to kill me, but this isn't something to be mad about. He pulls out a sword. Senpai's body sinks toward the floor. Before that can happen, he pulls her up by the hair. Look, boy, let me teach you something. No matter how limitless the regenerating ability of a vampire is, it lasts only when they are alive. Their immortality is only as long as they are alive. Once they die, their powers of recovery cease immediately. Vampires are only difficult to kill, not immortal, but... Splat. Black sword springs forth from Senpai's chest. Her chest breaks apart. Roa impales her chest from behind. Shot. The throat that died moves. Spewing forth with blood, her body writhes in agony. But the amazing thing, this woman is, even if she dies completely, it isn't her, but time itself that restores her body. Do you understand? After she dies, without anyone's help, even her own, this world itself returns back to normal in order to rectify the contradiction. For example, just like this. Roa's amused voice lifts in delight, and at the same time, with a sickening sound, a black sword springs out from Senpai's forehead. Her head, from behind, with that thin, sharp sword. While she was living, her brain was pierced. Isn't it natural for a pierced brain to bring death? Look, Shiki, she's flailing about like a fish on a hook. Full of amusement, Roa loses himself in amusement. But look, even though the light in her eyes faded, her heart is starting to beat again. Shit, what a fucked up life. It makes us, the ones living with only one life, look foolish. He swings his arm. As if she really was a piece of trash. Senpai's body slams into the wall. That was it. That's enough. I don't care what happens. I don't care if I go crazy. I don't care if people call me a murderer. See, I'm cute compared to her. This is a monster that comes back from nothing, even if you kill every last bit of her, every last cell of her. Is killing something that doesn't really die really a sin? Hee hee hee. A high, ill-sounding laugh. Roa throws the sword in his hand towards Senpai as if he was playing darts. Splud. That is the signal. With that, all rational thought splinters away. I stand up. Bastard, how can you move? There's no need to say it. The one with the stronger will uses the life, right? Then up until now, I never thought this strongly about anything before. This can't be. Am I weaker than you? Roa, I'm going to kill you. In the darkness, my knife crosses against his claws. His movement is almost blindingly fast, but my body follows him. My arms move as if they belong to someone else. My eyes persistently, accurately look at just his lines. My entire body burns. My brain feels like it's on fire. Just like when I first saw that golden-haired princess of the vampires, my body is like something else. Keh. Roa springs away. One of his legs, his upper right arm, his left collarbone area. I've already cut the lines there. The price is my right arm. Roa first took my arm holding the knife. So if he destroys my remaining left arm, it would mean my loss. In this situation, losing means certain death. I don't believe it. A match for me, a vampire. Your eyes, they are perhaps more appropriate for me than this body. If you don't realize it, then that's fine. The story's a boring one, not even worth talking about. With a shuffle, Roa increases the distance between us. It's a very old story. The last of a fool who obsessed over living forever. Just wondering who it was that actually won that. To live forever. That is the miracle that Roa dreamed about. I decided that an everlasting cycle of rebirth is eternity. But that is no different than a continuation of a single bloodline. If there is such a thing as power, that Roa, who accepted death, can earn at the end of his reincarnation, instead of the power that steals the lives of others like vampires. I just thought the power you have, the power to see death, was an appropriate end for me. His body lowers a bit. I just had a ridiculous idea. His arm reaches out. I slice through it instantaneously. Gah! Roa runs away. I follow after him. His movements are many times faster than mine. But that doesn't matter. Just killing. I don't care about anything else. In reality, I've already killed one of his legs and his speed is reduced. As he runs away, he braces his hand against the wall and glares at me. Shit. Do you intend to fight yourself, Shiki? Don't be silent. You're me. I am Shiki, and you are Shiki. We are the same type of being. It doesn't matter if that bastard Roa existed or not. I was originally a creature eating human flesh. As a child, I had this urge to eat human flesh. Even though that has changed into drinking blood. If Roa hadn't entered my body, I would have certainly become a human-eating monster. But that's the same for you. Like I enjoy eating human flesh, you enjoy killing others. Remember the urge you had when you first saw that woman, the ecstasy of killing her with that knife. Oh, got a viewer here. Hello there, Bartholomew Akuma. How you doing? The urge I had to kill when I first saw her, that was when I killed Arcoade. Yeah, that's right. No matter how much you pretend to be a good person, that's something you can't excuse. You wanted that woman and did the thing that got you the most excited. What can I call you other than being a killer? What could you call that other than being a killer? You and I are the same. We're both abnormal people living in the same place. Shut up. If I hear this voice any longer, I'll go crazy. Yes, the same. So why are you trying to kill me? It's just that Roa entered me. If Roa entered you instead, our positions would have been reversed. But you're going to kill me? You're just hurting yourself. Roa screams. These past 8 years, the monster made his lair in the city, feeding off the blood of countless people's screams. I'm not you. You're just a killer. Idiot. You don't understand, do you? I thought so too at first. That I'm sane. That even if Roa's will is here, I thought it would be fine. But it wasn't. You're the same. You, like me, will end up as a killer, Tonoshiki. He laughs. Isn't that right? I know that's inside you too. You know that impulse is not something that flows from me to you. Just admit it, killer. Your inversion impulse is nothing more than what you wish for. I ready my knife. I don't want to hear his voice any longer. I don't want to speak any longer. That's really hurt my throat. I focus my gaze on him. All that's left is to slice them. I see. You're trying to kill me, Shiki. He pulls back. That's his final move. But don't you ever wonder which of us was really killed? Suddenly, I halt my attack. Yes, in the end, both of us died in that place. So I might be the one killed by Roa, and you might be the Tonoshiki taken over by Serpent, right? Oh wait, that's Hey Shiki, did you ever think about it this way? That you just have not realized it, but you were already insane a long, long time ago. That can't be true, can it? Ha. I get kicked into the wall from behind. Gah. What is this? Being distracted by such stupid words. My remaining life becomes shredded and painted in blood. I can't move it one bit and my knife clatters to the floor. And in front of me, Roa stands with his furious, bloodshot eyes. Idiot. That's not it at all. I'm Roa. You had that inverse impulse because you were connected to me subconsciously. He grins. Roa takes a step forward. Bye, Shiki. It's been fun. With that, he swings his knife-like claws downward. There's no pain, just the sound of splashing blood. You bitch! Roa's voice rings out. In front of me, Senpai's body takes the full force of Roa's claws. I can't think of anything. No, there's no need to think. I scoop up my fallen knife with my mouth. My teeth tighten around the hilt. I dash into Roa, almost like I was collapsing into him. I slice the line running diagonal from his shoulder. Oh god, that... Okay, give me a second. He screams like some demonic bird. Running away from Senpai and me, he jumps directly into the window and falls out. The glass shatters and he falls outside. I won't let you get away. I run to the window. Damn. But of course, I can't jump from the third floor. Under the moonlit night, as if he didn't receive a fatal wound by just having one of his lines of death cut. Roa runs away like a beast. I can't chase him. From here, I can't chase him, but it seems like there's no need for that. Into the moonlight, Roa's running figure stops. There isn't one person outside, but two. One, the beast-like figure of Roa. One, the sublime white figure of the vampire princess. The fight lasted only an instant. Roa screams as he dies and fades to ash. Arcoade. She stands there composed and looks up at me, then disappears before my eyes. I'm exhausted. My body collapses on the floor. Leaning against the wall, I sit down. Gah. The knife falls from my mouth. From my elbows down, my right arm is shattered, twisted and split. Roa's claw marks remain gouged into my left shoulder, and my left arm hangs, unmoving. I feel like a squid or an octopus with both my arms just hanging there. Senpai. I look down the hallway. I look down to where Senpai has collapsed when she protected me earlier. And there. Senpai, your wounds are okay?
Hopefully this will heal quickly.
I cannot make out her face since it's dark, but I thought it looked paler than usual. Gah! Thump. Headache. Thump. This headache. Thump. Because I can still see these lines. Thump. I have this headache.
Kun? What's wrong?
Nothing, it's just my head hurts. I manage to reply as I bear the pain. My hands. If I could move them, I could hold my head and maybe calm down. But they don't move an inch.
Probably because you saw too much death. Tono-kun, you were pushing yourself too much. Trying to defeat Roa by yourself was being reckless.
It's not reckless. You were the one being reckless. Why did you let him do that to you?
He just caught me off guard.
Idiot. I heard all of it. I heard how Senpai threw away her sword to protect me. Going through that just to protect me was stupid. Going through that and just calling out my name, there's something wrong.
Suppose, no matter what I did... Oh, wait.
No, that is her.
Okay. I suppose, no matter what I did, you revived by yourself. I guess I was... just doing useless things.
That's not it at all. But I heard you.
Tono-kun?
Your voice, I know I heard it. You kept calling my name, so it made me realize that I was still alive. So, what saved me wasn't my desire to kill Roa, but it was just Senpai's voice. Gah.
Tono-kun? Your wounds, do they hurt? Please wait, I'll heal them.
No, it's not really my arms. This headache is terrible. The pain isn't coming from outside, but feels like it is shooting out from inside me.
It's a reaction from seeing too much death. Suddenly overworking your brain like that probably caused too much blood flow.
I know that, but
Look, your power is very dangerous to you, Tono-kun. Seeing that which should not be possible to see puts a huge strain on your body. And your blood vessels will not be able to handle the flow of your blood. Seeing the death of something close to you, like humans, shouldn't be a problem. Seeing the death of things that do not naturally have a death is extremely dangerous.
yeah, that's okay though, Senpai. Roa is now dead. I don't have to see any more death. So I don't have to see them. Senpai, do you know where my glasses are?
Huh?
My glasses. Without them, I see these lines all the time. If I don't have them, I'll go crazy. They're probably in the tea ceremony room, so could you please get them for me?
Tono-kun, what are you saying? Your glasses are definitely... I understand. I'll go get it right away, so please close your eyes. If you use them much longer, it will be really bad for you.
Yeah, I'll do that. Thanks. I close my eyelids. After only a few moments, I can feel Senpai's fingers on my face.
Okay now. Please open your eyes, Tono-kun.
Ah, the lines of death are now gone. My headache disappears as I close my eyes, and I can now see Senpai's face clearly. Thanks, Senpai. Now it's back to normal.
What are you saying? There's still some work before you return to normal, so please keep still.
So I wonder if the implication there was that he was already wearing the glasses, and they just weren't working. She says that and sits down beside me. Oh, that's her.
These wounds really aren't that bad. I'll be able to heal them right away, so please hold on just a little longer.
Senpai carefully reaches out and holds my twisted arm. It's an almost tickling warm sensation. My cold arm begins to warm up again, and the numb pain returns after that. Ow.
There's pain. It lets you know that you're alive. Now let's take care of your left arm.
With a light step, she moves over to my left side and puts her hand on my shoulder. Amazing, my left arm is already healed.
Isn't it amazing? This is my normal profession, so it is only natural that I can do that.
Her normal profession? Is she a nurse or something? Well, I don't think a nurse could heal a shattered arm like that in a matter of minutes, though. Hey, Senpai.
Yes?
Senpai, just what kind of person are you? Come to think of it, I don't really know anything about you, Ciel Senpai. Fingers over my wound suddenly stop. But it's only a momentary reaction.
Same as you, Tono-kun. I also have not had this body from birth. I was also close to death. No, I am someone who died and came back to life. And it just became a habit for me to come back to life.
Is she joking? She gives a pained smile. What do you mean? If you die, you normally can't come back, right?
What I am saying is that I was not normal.
Not normal, like Arcoade? She doesn't respond. Is she done? Senpai stands up.
There, finished. How is it? Can you move?
I lift my hands and move them around. My fingers can move at will, and there is only a little pain. Yeah, no problems. Thanks, Senpai. I'm just always helped by you. Senpai doesn't answer. She just smiles.
Then let's go back. There's no need to be here any longer.
Senpai starts to walk away. Picking up my fallen knife, I follow her out of the school. The two of us walk to the gate under the moonlight. Senpai doesn't say anything. Looking at her back, I think reluctantly about things I don't want to consider. Roa is gone. Arcade is also gone. Her purpose was to eliminate Roa, so Senpai has no reason to stay here any longer. This is serious. Knew it all along, but I never thought this would come so quickly. I want Senpai to stay here. I want her to stay, but it isn't just my problem. I steal a glance at Senpai's face. What does Senpai plan on doing? And then Senpai suddenly stops walking.
Okay.
She looks directly at me with eyes devoid of any emotion. What is it, Senpai?
About what we were talking about before.
Before, about how you're like Arcade? She nods. Still staring at me in the eye, she starts to speak.
Tomo-kun, I was a vampire. What would you do?
What? My mind goes blank. I don't know what she wants to hear. Sounds like I might want to save here. Still, Senpai is Senpai. Even if you are a vampire, that wouldn't change. Her expression remains the same. Just for an instant, I think she smiled sadly.
I am the same as her. Just like how she is a vampire who has had no experience, I just might be a vampire who has no sense of self.
She speaks as if it was a monologue. I'm at a loss for words. I don't know what to say to that. So, just like before, I can only say what I really feel. That's fine.
Eh?
I said that's fine. Even if you are a vampire, I still like you, Senpai.
What?
Senpai stands there in complete amazement. Realizing what I just said, I blush furiously and look away. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Come on, let's go back, Senpai. Tried to hide my embarrassment, I pulled myself to reality. Go back. Where is Senpai going to return to? I suddenly feel terrible. I'm afraid to look at her face. I can't turn around.
Tomo-kun.
From behind me, Senpai's voice calls out. Her quiet, motionless voice. What is it? I answer without turning.
You know I came to this city, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, I know. You came to kill Roa.
Yes, but I haven't told you why yet. I really meant to tell you in the tea ceremony room, but things ended quickly.
That's true. It was kind of disappointing. But wasn't you chasing Roa part of your duty in the church?
No, the place I'm in doesn't really have much work. Even when there is, it's only a few times a year I get called there. So this time is my own judgment. Not because of the orders of the church, but I came here through my own will.
Your will?
Yes, I came here only because of my own circumstances. I want to die as a human, so I've been chasing Roa. He is the reason my body has become like this.
Wants to die. Wants to die?
For that sole reason, I have kept on living like this. But that is all over now. These past 5 years. Was it a long time? Was it a short time? I don't know.
Her emotionless voice stops. She jumps directly in front of me.
So, I have to thank you, Tono-kun. My work here is done now. All that's left for me to do, for me to take responsibility for, is my actions.
Senpai, you mean she's going to leave?
Thank you so much for everything until now. It has been a long time since I've been this happy. So let's finish with a handshake.
Senpai puts out her hand. I wordlessly accept it. A handshake where we only grip our hands tightly.
This is where we part. Yeah, then this is where we part. Even though I'm not going to be here, please stay friends with Inui-kun. I wanted to be a student like you and Inui-kun. And please don't take off your glasses too much. Strange power has a tendency to attract strange things. You were fine this time, but I do not know what will happen next time.
Yeah, I know. Someone taught me that a long time ago. In the first place, I've only recently began to take them off with everything that has been happening.
I see. That is a relief.
Her fingers pull back. With the handshake over, she pulls back slightly.
Then, this is farewell. It would be nice to meet again someday.
I can't reply. I couldn't even stop her. I return to the mansion. It's past 9 at night. An hour past curfew.
Ah, Shiki-san. You've come back late today.
She might have been in the sitting room until now, as Kohaku-san comes out to greet me. I'm back. Sorry about that.
No. As you're back safely, it is okay. I will go make dinner, so please wait in the sitting room.
Is Akiha there? Not because I broke curfew, but after hearing what Roa said, I don't think I can talk to her now.
She is now in her room, so you can rest assured.
No, that's not it, but hey, Kohaku-san. In this house, did you ever hear of me and Akiha having another brother?
Don't think so. Why do you ask, Shiki-san? Did something happen?
No, I just heard something about maybe having a brother, and I wasn't really sure.
You and Akiha-sama are the only two siblings. I have worked in this mansion since I was a kid, so I can't be mistaken.
She smiles happily. Kohaku-san, you've been working here since back then?
Yes, we were just apprentices, but Hisui-chan and I would help around the mansion. It did happen a long time ago, so it is natural that you do not remember it.
Is she getting nostalgic? She continues to smile as she heads back to the sitting room. What is he saying? I guess it doesn't matter. What was he saying? I guess it doesn't matter anymore. Muttering to myself, I walk towards the sitting room. I lie down in bed. Pulling the sheets over me, I stare blankly at the ceiling. It's over. I still have my wounds and my memories, but it's all over. Now I can return to my peaceful life as a high school student. No need to think about killing or being killed anymore. Just forget. Forget about everything. And from tomorrow, I can't. There's no way I can forget. Damn it. But I can't do anything about it. From the beginning, Senpai and I have always lived in different worlds. Just go to sleep. I'll be able to take it tomorrow. I'll sleep now so I can calm down. I can't sleep. My chest is still bothering me. Oh well. I choose a book of English sentences to read so I can drift off to sleep. Okay, I guess... No, these weird interludes. 1976. I was born as a child of a shopkeeper from a remote countryside village in France. It looked like my mother, who was Oriental, so I grew up feeling a little out of place wherever I went. But all the townspeople were great people and would greet me with bright smiles. To be able to face those smiles, I lived my days honestly and positively. Helping my dad, going to school, falling in love like normal. That was my life, and I never doubted my happiness. It was truly a very short time until my 16th birthday. Then came suddenly to my body, such as when I would be playing with children. For no reason, I wanted to snap their necks. Such as when I saw a poor beggar up by the road. It seemed so funny, I wanted to stab him with a knife. There was no reason for those feelings. I could not talk to anyone about it, so I started to lock myself away in my room. My dark passions came forth from within me. It's not like I had two personalities or someone came inside me. First of all, I don't believe in such unscientific things. My feelings are a small destructive passion, or small destructive passions everyone has. Like yelling at your dad after he comes to wake you up after you stayed up all night. Like feeling angry when you walk along a rainy street and a car passing by splashes you with water. Such small feeling, feel for an instant solidifying inside of my mind to take over. That's why I knew I would do something terrible if I stayed like this. I can only lock myself away in my room. I could not see anyone and do nothing. That way, I wouldn't hate anyone, and I wouldn't have those feelings. But that was a mistake. Imprisoned in my room, my mind was ground away, and I eventually passed my limit. That day, after I was completely replaced, what I thought about was how thirsty I was. I took my weakened body out of my room. My parents ran to me as I came out of my room for the first time in a few months. Greeting my worried parents with a smile, I killed them. It really was quick. With my weakened body, I bit into their necks and sucked their blood. After sucking out their blood and life, I stood back up. Has it been 100 years? This body is very fascinating. That was my voice that I had never heard before. My lips shaping a smile. What used to be me hugged itself. What kind of coincidence was it? Originally, the family I was born into was one that I chose beforehand. But my previous self was destroyed by the princess before I could decide that. I could only feel the condition that the one I'm reincarnated into has a physical potential, resulting in an imperfect reincarnation. As a result, I was born into a body with a high potential, but into a normal family without any high social standing. It would be difficult to take over this town without having people notice. But I was not disappointed. In fact, I was filled with happiness. Certainly, it would take a long time for a normal family to gain power. Seeking power socially would be difficult with this self. But in exchange for that inconvenience, I found a truly excellent body. Until now, I'd always tried to balance the body and the family standing. Consequently, I was never able to find a truly excellent body. However, the body this time carries many more magic circuits than any of the bodies before. And this body has the same potential as my original. I cursed my calculating self up until now. Things like social standing, they can always be set up later. But the quality of the body is something natural that cannot be added later. After my 17th reincarnation, I finally realized that truth. Myself that finally awoke naturally started to control the people around me, like water soaking into the ground. Not in the wild manner that I had done so previously, but rather in a way that didn't spill as much blood. The reason is horribly cruel. Reincarnated will called myself cannot exist by itself. All I can do is tell the will I want to do that. I am the one moving this body, but the process was determined by my mind, which has grown along with this body. In other words, my will is from the body I'm reincarnated into, but my consciousness still remains from my original self. I have my consciousness, and I have my past memories. As I sleep, I could only dream of nightmares, which I would do myself. I still remember the sensation of biting into my parents' throats. I took the townspeople who always greeted me, one by one, as if melting them slowly from their feet. I continued to humiliate and mutilate their souls. Within just a month, I held their lives in my fist and played with them however I wanted to. I wanted to go crazy. I wanted to entrust myself completely into insanity. But if I did that, I would commit even more sins than before. That's why I kept on, trying to preserve my sanity. I tried to minimize the damage I did. If there was such a thing as relief, it was at the end of this nightmare arrived quickly. The white woman came on at night with the crimson moon. I didn't know, but I know who she was. After our fight, the white vampire princess killed me. Since I had already prepared myself for the next reincarnation, I once again reincarnated, leaving my corpse behind. The white princess left, and my body was taken to the Vatican. Whew. 10. Red Residue 2. 10th day, October 30th, Saturday. I wake up with a start and kick off my sheets, sitting up on the bed. What? I wipe the sweat rolling down my face. Maybe I saw a bad dream. I'm drenched in sweat. I don't remember seeing a nightmare. Was it because of that book I read? I think I saw something a little bad, but I don't remember what it was. Well, a famous doctor did say it is the nature of dreams to fade away, so I shouldn't try so hard to try to remember it. Knock, knock. A polite knock sounds.
Shiki-sama?
Morning. I return her greeting and stand up. Hisui places the uniform in her hand onto the desk and shuffles quietly back towards the door.
Please head to the dining room once you're finished changing.
Yeah, thanks as always. After giving an affirmative answer, Hisui exits the room. Huh? After seeing her face, I completely forgot what it was I was thinking about. Jeez, was I always this forgetful? Tilting my head in curiosity over myself, I changed it to the uniform. The knife is on my desk. The knife from my adopted father that I have always been carrying in my pocket these past few days. I probably won't have to use that anymore. That's right, they're gone. Arcoade, Ciel Senpai, the horde of beasts called Nero, and the vampire called Roa. All of them are no longer here. Maybe what I forgot was something about that. There isn't anything waiting for me at the school. Senpai is gone, so it probably won't be fun anymore. But that was how I lived my days up until now. I only lost something that I gained recently. Everything I had before still remains. If I think about it that way, I can manage without Senpai. I could never forget her, but I could manage. Fooling myself with that, I opened the door. Then, let's go to school like I've always been doing. It's 7:50. The gate at the front of the school is crowded with students. Since it's Saturday, there are bright faces everywhere. I wade through the sea of sunny faces as a cloud of gloom. No matter what I tell myself, the fact that Senpai is gone weighs heavily on my... I can't believe my eyes for a moment, but there's no doubt. Ciel Senpai is walking towards the school. Senpai? I shout her name without even thinking as she turns towards me.
Tono-kun. Morning.
She gives me a bow. Good morning. Didn't you go back?
No, I would never go back to leaving you here.
She speaks with a brilliant smile. Never go back, leaving me here? Even though there are students all around me, I feel myself blush furiously. That is...
Yes, what is it?
Can I take those words for what they sound like?
Yes, I can leave it up to your imagination, Tono-kun.
She nods and gives a radiant smile. I can't breathe. Not because of the pain and tension I had felt up until now, but because of the burning happiness that now wells up from inside me. If no one else was around, I'd shout out, "All right," at the top of my lungs. Senpai, I grab her hand. So you mean you won't be going anywhere, right? You'll stay here at school forever, right?
Stay at school forever? I'll become an old lady. I am a third-year student, so I have 4 months left until graduation.
But you'll stay here, right? You won't leave like you said yesterday, right?
Yes, I'll stay till the end now.
All right. I let go of her and managed to stop myself. I want to run around the ground for many laps. As if I won the lottery, I'm feeling really high. No, this feels far, far greater than that. I feel like laughing out loud. I can't even bear to just stand here and do nothing.
Tono-kun, you should hurry or you'll be late.
Oh, that's right. Later, senpai. See you at break. Waving a hand at senpai, I go towards the school building. Smiling to myself, I run as fast as I can to class. First period is over. I have 10 minutes until the next class. Alright. The instant I raise myself up to go look for Senpai's classroom. Huh? Oh.
Huh? Where are you going, Tono-kun?
Senpai comes here ahead of me. Ah, nowhere. I was going to see you. I always wait for you, so I thought I'd go see you this time.
See, that makes me very happy. But you don't know my class, right, Tono-kun? It's third year class B. Please remember it.
Oh, really? So you really do take classes. Well done, well done. I see you do more than just drink tea in the tea ceremony room.
Yes, I do manage to follow classes. Hey, wait a minute, Tono-kun. You really think I'm like that?
I can't really deny that. Ah, sorry. But senpai, you said there were no members of the tea ceremony club, but I thought that it might have never existed in the first place. Senpai stands there and grows quiet. Huh? Don't tell me there really wasn't. It's just an unused Japanese-style room?
It seems like I do not understand what you're talking about.
Ciel senpai turns her gaze out the window and stares blankly. No, that's
fine. Oh, wait.
No, that's fine. No matter what you've done, you're not a bad person, so I don't think you'll cause anyone trouble, but can your power of suggestion do such a thing?
I already told you that I don't know what you mean, so I can't answer that.
Still in my seat, I stare up at Ciel senpai. The silence lasts for about a minute.
You're very persistent, Tono-kun.
Not really, I was just thinking about how blue your eyes were. Ciel senpai gives a sigh as if admitting defeat.
Say it already. The power of suggestion isn't that convenient. Suggestion isn't so much able to change your perceptions of things as it is more likely to make you look away. So even if I told you that you really liked curry when you hate it, it would not work.
Really? So you can't make someone do what they don't want to?
Yes, well, there's still many things to make you eat curry, Tono-kun. For example, I wouldn't tell that you really like curry. Instead, I could tell you that you would die if you didn't eat curry.
I get it. I wouldn't eat it even if I hate it. I would eat it even if I hate it. I see. Then you can do anything with that.
It's really difficult to set the stage for such a thing, as the resistance would be great. There are many people that are difficult to forcibly use suggestion against. So all I can do is to suggest something like, do not doubt what I say.
Yeah, Arkwade said something like that too. I see. By the way, Senpai.
Oh, sorry. Yes? What is it?
Yeah, Senpai, you really love curry, don't you? Ciel Senpai just smiles and does not answer. Her slight expression makes it impossible for me to see if she is denying it or affirming it.
Well, it's about time. See you after again. I'll see you after classes are over. But is your body okay, Tono-kun? Your arms are working fine?
Yeah, it doesn't even hurt anymore. I can come to school thanks to you. Bring my hands together and give her a bow of thanks.
See, then how is your headache? It seemed like it really hurt yesterday.
My head is okay too. Besides, if I have my glasses on, there's no problem.
See, hearing that makes me feel much better.
Ciel Senpai heads towards the hallway. She suddenly stops as if she forgot something and turns around.
I forgot to ask, Tono-kun, are you feeling well?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks to you, all my troubles have disappeared.
That's good. If anything strange happens, then please do not hesitate to tell me. Here's my phone number.
Eh? She hands me a slip of paper with her phone number on it and quickly leaves the classroom. Her phone number? I stare down at the paper in surprise. I'm sure she told me this because she's really worried about last night, but... This is lucky, but is it good that things are going this smoothly? It's pitiful if I say so myself. Maybe it's because I'm a small town person by nature, but I can't honestly be happy about my good fortune like this. After homeroom is over, the classroom suddenly erupts into its usual chaos. It's not quite noon yet. It's always like this after Saturday class. The students rushing back home or eating in the classroom before they go to their club activities, mix together and create chaos. Sitting up from my seat, I prepared my things while waiting for Senpai, and then, I'm not sure when he even came to school, but Arihiko appears with a suspicious smile on his face. Let's go play, Tono. Without anything else, he tells me what he wants to do. You seem pretty direct today. Did something bad happen to you? Oh no, nothing. I just wanted to hang out with my good friend for no reason. It's all too suspicious. No way. I bet you were laid off by someone or something like that. I'm going home with Senpai today, so I don't have time to spare for you. Senpai? You mean Ciel Senpai? His eyebrows lift in surprise. Yes, but Arihiko, you remember Senpai? What do you mean? She's who I'm after. How could I forget her? Arihiko makes his proclamation as if it was the most natural thing in the world. I see. Since Ciel Senpai came back to school, everything is back to the way it was. Oh, it's Senpai. Arihiko points happily to the door.
Thanks for waiting. Good afternoon, Inui-kun.
Ciel gives a succinct bow.
Shall we go back now? Or maybe go to the tea ceremony room?
Let's do that. If we leave now, we have to part at the gate. I want to talk to you some more, so while we have tea, we can... Someone punches me unexpectedly from behind. Hey. It's you. Arihiko? Yeah, it's me. I'm not one to open my mouth about these things very often, but since that was too much back then, I'll tell you. Arihiko looks at me and Senpai with sad eyes. Ciel Senpai and I look at each other. You two. It is Saturday, so why do you use it like that? There are far more fun places to go than the tea ceremony room. With a greatly exaggerated movement, he points out the window.
Where?
Outside the window. Well, I think... Oh, outside the window. Well, I think he's talking about that, about outside. Answers Ciel Senpai's question. And then Arihiko whacks me again. Tono, are you really trying to make a fool of Senpai? Look, it's Saturday. It's still before noon, and we're students. So why can't you come up with an idea such as going to town with all these conditions? Idiot, I've thought about that already. I did, but... I steal a glance at Ciel Senpai. I get the feeling that rather than roaming rattling around the city, she would feel more at ease just sitting quietly in the park or something, so I can't ask her that. If we did ask her to go hang out in town, I think she would probably say no.
I see. Then shall the three of us have fun?
Senpai?
Isn't it alright? I don't have to worry about anything anymore. And I bet it'll be fun to go with the three of us.
Ah, yeah, if you want to, then I'd be happy.
Yes, Inui-kun. You're okay with this too, right?
He simply nods up and down. I bet he didn't expect things to turn out this way.
Then it's decided. What shall we do for lunch? Shall we eat at our houses, or the three of us together?
We always eat at school, so let's put the money for lunch to play. Me and Arihiko are pretty poor, right? I could maybe borrow some money from my sister. It seems Arihiko really wants to go out and eat with Ciel Senpai. How about it, Senpai? Is there someplace you want to eat?
No, I don't. Usually eat in front of others.
I see. You eat more than normal, so I bet it'll be expensive.
That's not it. What are you saying, Tono-kun?
I just recalled the data I collected during our lunches in the tea ceremony room until now. I just gave my personal opinion.
I agree with Inui-kun. Let us all go out to eat. There's a place by the movie theater called Ane Nerbe. And I heard it has great strawberry pie.
Oh, you know that place, Senpai? You know your place is, Senpai. The owner of that cafe is a master at Italian cooking. Why does Arihiko know so many rumors and useless information?
Then let's meet in front of the movie theater in half an hour.
Okay, I thought we were almost done, but there's still like a lot of choices left looking at the flowchart. Guess there's...
Oh, really?
Yeah. I guess there's another threat or something besides Roa. Or maybe he's not dead.
Is that alright, Tono-kun?
You know it takes half an hour to get to my house, Senpai. Senpai already starts to disappear down the hallway. Yeah, be late, Tono. If you want to, I wouldn't care if you didn't come till tomorrow. Arihiko stands up and dashes out of the classroom. This all worked rather strangely. Oh well. I still get to hang out with Ciel senpai. Back in hand, I also rush back to my place.
Oh?
Yeah, put a save here.
Yuki-san, you're back early today, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm back, Kohaku-san. I'm in a hurry, so see you later.
Shiki-sama? You have returned?
I'll be leaving right away, so don't worry about lunch. Alright, 15 minutes. I set a new record for my school to back here. Throwing my bag on the desk, I change out of my uniform. After that, I fly out of my room again. From the mansion to the main street is farther than the mansion from the mansion to the school. To be honest, it's not a distance I can make in 15 minutes. She knew I lived uphill, but she still made that impossible deadline. Damn, maybe she might be a bit mean. I grumble as I shoot down the stairs. Throb. Throb. Suddenly, without warning. Throb. Everything turns red.
Shiki-sama?
I can hear Hisui's voice. I hear fast footsteps. Hisui seems to be in a hurry more than usual.
Shiki-sama, are you hurt?
I can hear her voice, but I can't see her. Throb. I just have this headache. That's Kohaku, I think.
Is that Shiki?
I think it's Kohaku.
Okay. Calm down, Hisui-chan. Falling down the stairs just means a few bruises here and there, so there's no need to call a doctor. But his body is very hot. He may have fallen down the stairs due to a fever, so please get his bed ready. I understand. Next on, about Akiha-sama. That's true. If it doesn't turn out to be a big deal, we don't have to tell her. There's some medicine in my room, if you please.
Hisui disappears with quick footsteps.
Shiki-san, are you conscious?
Kohaku-san?
Yes. Shiki-san, you took quite a tumble down the stairs. Fortunately, you do not have any serious bruises, but you seem to have a fever. You seem like you were going somewhere, but please just rest for today.
Kohaku-san puts her hand on my shoulder and manages to make me stand up. Nah, I'm fine. I don't need to rest. I ran all the way here, so I was just out of breath.
That won't do. How can you say that with such a pale face, looking like you'll throw up? I was told by your physician to monitor your health closely. I can't let you take such risks.
But I made a promise.
If you want to tell them you can't make it, I can go tell them. If you keep pushing yourself, I'll have to take out my syringes and give you shots.
As if she wants to keep me here, she stands in front of me. Throb. I have a headache. Kohaku-san's in the way. It's like Kohaku-san says. How the hell? This choice does not matter. That sounds like a really important one.
Does sound important.
Kohaku-san is in the way. Even still, I can't break my promise. I feel like spikes are being driven into my head. Bearing that, I managed to walk forward.
You mustn't, Shiki-san. If you go out like that, we will get in trouble with Akiha-sama.
Kohaku-san tries to get in my way to stop me from leaving. I can understand why. Even if I go out with this headache, I might very well collapse somewhere. That's why she wants me to stay here. But I won't listen. Shut up. Why? For no reason at all, I thought. I thought that if I didn't see Senpai now, I'll never see her again normally.
You made some sort of promise. I will go and tell them for you, so please go back to your room and...
Shut up. I'm telling you to get out of my way.
Ah,
I violently push her away and dash towards the door.
you shouldn't, Shiki-san.
I ignore her voice and resist the urge to puke as I run. I just run. As if chasing down my promise with Senpai, as if running away from something I can't see. Propel my body down the street as it's on the verge of collapse. The street is full of people. A hot sunshine. The saturation of activity is painful to watch. Why do I do this? Like unthinking insects, ones with intelligence still group up without any theory to solve. Everything gets hazy. Is it because of the nausea? I feel like I am not me. Senpai. Look around me. Where is she? My mind is dizzy and I can't find her. Still can't find her. With all these people, I can't find her. All this randomness, nothing. Feels like everything is pointless. A dizziness that...
Oh, Tono-kun. I'm surprised you actually made it here on time.
Senpai? It's the first time I've seen her in regular clothes.
I was being a bit mean earlier. Sorry for making you run here and be exhausted like this.
She gives a quick bow of her head. That's silly. She shouldn't worry about that.
Oh, Tono-kun?
Ugh. I feel sick. But I'm glad I came. I got to see Senpai in her normal clothes, so I have to bear this dizziness, and we have to have fun together. Huh. Okay, so maybe that's what happens. Like, if you choose to stay, like, you just go to this scene.
Huh.
When I wake up, I'm in a bed. Huh? Moving my head, I look around me. This is my room, and it's night outside. Isui is here, and she must have been watching over me as I slept.
Shiki-sama, have you awoken?
Isui, why am I here? My arms and legs don't respond. Moving just my neck, I look at Hisui.
Shiki-sama, you collapsed outside. Your friend from school called here and carried you back to the mansion.
Oh, that means I pushed aside Kohaku-san like that and lost consciousness. I'm an idiot. I can't possibly face Kohaku-san now. Another headache arrives along with my regret. My body seems to have gone a little better, but my headache doesn't go away. Isui, what happened to me?
Please relax, Shiki-sama. It does not seem to be serious. Nesan has prepared some medicine, so if you seem to have a headache, please drink it.
Isui carries a silver tray with some water and the medicine Kohaku-san prepared. But I don't feel like drinking it right now. Yeah, if it gets terrible, I'll drink it. Please put it over there.
Thanks to the goodwill of Makihisa-sama, Nesan received training in pharmacy. Until Makihisa-sama passed away, she also was consulted in maintaining his health.
Isui's face returns to its usual lack of expression and tells me things they didn't even ask about. Gah. Sharp pain stabs through my head. Even though I'm in this much pain, she seems to be tending me without even batting an eyelash. Well, it's only to be expected. I'm the one in pain, not her. If she acted like she was in pain or had a clouded expression, it would be troublesome. Gah.
Yuki-sama, are you still in pain?
Sorry, Hisui.
Yes, what is it?
You're an eyesore, so please leave.
Cheeky, you're so mean.
I can't sleep with you here.
I understand. Then please excuse me. If you need anything, please call for me.
Hisui leaves the room. With that, I actually do relax. My headache also weakens, so maybe I can sleep now. Ellipses. Knock knock. The door opens.
Excuse me, Nissan. Are you awake?
Yeah, I'm up. You need something, Akiha?
No. I heard you were resting because of anemia. So I just came to see how you're doing.
She looks over at me as I lie in bed. A soft gaze that tells me she's worried. To be honest, it's annoying as hell. I'm fine, it's not that bad. That's why I'm resting here by myself. Go back to your room, Akiha.
Nissan, what are you saying? It's already dinner time, you know. I came here to tell you that.
Dinner? Oh, is it that time already? But I'm not very hungry and I don't feel like eating anything. I don't have an appetite, so I'll skip dinner. I'm fine, so go away for today. I don't feel good.
I understand. Please get your rest. But Nissan, if you're awake, please turn the lights on in your room. Your eyes will go bad in the dark.
I'm fine. I can relax this way. Even though her eyes tell me she wants me to say more, she leaves the room. I'm so irritated. Isui's reactions, Akiha's worried eyes. They all seem to treat me as something fragile. Isn't this like always? It's not like I'm coughing up blood or sucking up blood, so why can't they just leave me alone? Grit. In this darkness, I can hear myself grinding my teeth. My nerves are fraying. I know that. If I stay awake like this, I'll become completely depressed. I'm not tired, but I have to sleep. I go out to the main street. The date has changed about 2 minutes ago. The dead of night on Sunday. No one is walking the streets. Did I mistake the time? If I started walking around an hour earlier, I wouldn't have had to work so hard. Dragging, walking. What makes this dragging sound isn't my walking, but something else. The time is right. If I started walking an hour earlier, I never would have been able to walk like this. Dragging. With one hand gripping the woman's hair, I continue to walk. Long hair. Because she looks like Akiha, I chose this woman. Not her face, but I liked her hair. I let go of her hair. Unconscious, she collapsed to the ground. It did not kill her. I didn't eat dinner, so I wanted to make it as appetizing as possible. I've heard somewhere that the blood of the dead is cold and tastes terrible. I have no complaints about her unembellished neck. Gripping my knife in one hand, I draw my mouth closer. After seeing that dream, I wake up. I wake up from my sleep and my mind starts to clear. My throat is horribly parched and my entire body feels excited. What kind of dream was I watching? I can't believe it. Leaving at night, knocking a woman I don't know unconscious and dragging her to an alley. That's just plain wrong. Because it was in a dream, it is okay, but I'd have to be crazy to do that in reality. A panting fills the room. I have to catch my breath. Rubbing my eyes, I take a deep breath. After that, I don't think I can go back to sleep. Turning on the light, I decide to read a book until morning. My eyes gradually get used to the dark. What? I gasp. This isn't my room. A back alley, knife in hand. In front of me lies an unconscious woman I don't know. Ha. What am I doing? Isn't this a dream? Isn't this what I dreamt before? It has to be a dream, because I'd never even wanted to do such a thing. I've never even wanted to do such a thing before. Attacking some woman I don't know, running my knife along the lines all over this supple body, wanting to see red blood coming from the chopped pieces. No way. No way? Yeah, there's no way I'd want to do it. But for no reason, I'm thinking that I have to do it. Take her apart. Take her apart. Take her apart. Take her apart. If I do that, I could be released and become something unable to be bound by anyone. Come to think of it, there was someone that said something like that before. You're the same. You, like me, will end up a killer, Tonoshiki. Up. Just admit it, killer. Your inversion impulse is nothing more than what you wish for. Shut up. But what is this? Just what is this? Why am I doing this? And even after realizing this, why am I still trying to press my knife against her neck? If this isn't a dream, and if this is reality, doesn't that mean I'm crazy, like I thought earlier? Her eyelids flutter. She starts to open her eyes. Before that, I have to chop her apart or my knife moves. But that's...
Who are you?
I can hear her voice. She suddenly realizes the knife next to her throat.
Yeah. Insert screaming sound.
The scream vanishes into my yelling. Yelling. Like a broken siren, I keep yelling as I run. I breathe rapidly. My fingers shake. My mind has gone blank. But I managed to pull my knife back and run right before I sliced her. But if she had screamed... Oh, okay. So he was the one that screamed. But if she had screamed before me, I would have... Ha 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 ha. Scary. That's scary. Scarier than any of the things that happened until now. Half laughing, half panting, I run. It's following me. It drapes over my back. No matter how much I run, I can't escape from my own fear. I fly into my room and try to lock the door. I clamber about, but I can't get it done. My fingertips shake crazily. It's just sliding a simple metal piece, but I can't do it. I'm scared. If I don't lock the door quickly, it will come in. Some unknown thing will come in. Gah. I have to lock the door. I can't let it come in this room. I can't let it leave this room. But why? I don't know. But I continue to try and lock the door wildly. I try all night to lock the door. But no matter how long I try, I can't even lock the door. That's when it hits me. I've been crazy all along. Mirage 1. 11th day, October 31st, Sunday. Ooh. Let me just take a look at the chart here. Oh, looks like we're about to hit another spot where if regard wasn't high enough, we'd force it at end. Huh. Yeah, there's still quite a bit left here, like possibly another hour's worth. I think we've got enough time to reach one more bad end, though. becomes morning, and I finally manage to lock the door. Ha, ha, ha. My beast-like panting fills the room. My head hurts. It seems I dropped my glasses somewhere. Seeing the lines all over my room, I feel nauseous. Ha, ha, ha. I feel so sick. I cut all of them I see. I feel just a little bit better. Only during the instant I cut things apart does my heart feel at ease. But the more I cut, the thirstier I get. Pant, pant, pant. I know what I'm thirsty for. I'm thirsty for everything. Everything I see is pissing me off. They look miserable. I can't forgive that they're living meaninglessly, even though they have death built into them. Why don't they die? They all have an end they can't escape, so why do they still exist like that? If I will end anyway, where is the meaning in existence? Everything I see is ghastly. But if I close my eyes, all I can remember is the sensation of killing. The sensation of a hard, unbloodied blade, softly uniting with pulsing flesh. There can't be a greater simulation for a human than that. A terrible sensation that almost makes me want to bite my tongue off. It doesn't matter if it is a positive or a negative feeling. Especially in my case, because my first was the best beyond all belief. It's hopeless. Arcoade. The pleasure I got from severing her body into 17 pieces still burns my brain and won't go away. Those beautiful body parts. The appearance of a human, but with a tenacious life that surpasses far beyond that of people. The enjoyment I had from killing has faded. That time, I didn't kill Arcoade, but I must have killed my brain instead. Pam, pam, pam. I want to destroy everything, kill everything. I know what's wrong, but I don't think I can hold it in. My body is filled with excitement. I'm about to go insane.
Miki-sama, are you awake?
I can hear Isui's voice from the other side of the door.
Shiki-sama, it is not good if you keep the door locked. If you're awake, please open the door.
Open? Open the door? Open the door and let Hisui inside? You must be kidding me. If that happened, I don't know what I would do. Like this, if I stay alone like this, lying in bed with the curtains shut, I can stave off the desires that threaten to overtake my mind. That's why if Hisui comes in here, I'll... Shut up! Leave me alone! I scream at the door.
Shiki-sama, are you not feeling well?
I said leave me alone! I'm fine, so just leave me alone. If she came in this room, something I couldn't take back would happen. After a deep silence, I hear her footsteps. Quietly, she walks away from the door. Pant, pant, pant. Now it's safe. Thinking that, I calm down just a little. I should just read a book to unwind. Huh? The book that was already beside my pillow isn't there. The book written in English. I definitely can't read it, but it was a way to kill time. I searched, but I can't find it. I frantically try to remember what the cover looks like, but I can't. The book. Come to think of it, why did I even put the book by my pillow? I don't know. I don't even remember bringing it here. I don't know where I brought it from. In the first place, did that book even exist? Really, you may not have realized it. I remember Roa's irksome voice. That book, those contents. The book I read but I couldn't sleep. Was it maybe just a dream of mine, dreaming that I was awake and couldn't sleep? But you were already insane a long, long time ago. Roa said such words. Dream. But I don't see those kinds of dreams. In the first place, I don't have that strange knowledge inside of me. There's no reason for me to have that dream. That isn't my dream. You may not have realized it. Shut up. What is that? Since when the hell did I start having dreams that belong to another person? You and I are connected, Shiki. Shut up. You're dead. You're already dead, you bastard, so stop your incessant calling out. I'm different from you. I'm not a killer. I'm just confused by all the after effects. Ciel Senpai came back. I won't allow myself to go mad over something like this. Yeah, I also thought so at first. Though even if this Roa came in. I told you, shut up. I breathed heavily. The sunlight pisses me off. My throat is so dry I'm about to go insane.
Shiki-sama. What are you doing, Shiki-sama?
I hear Yusui's voice across the door. I can't even answer. Words. I can't even remember my words. What fills my head is just lust. I want to violate any female. Start to lust crazily.
Run, Hisui, run!
Wah! My head. I banged my head against the wall. Over and over, as if I was trying to split it. But still, the thought of me slicing apart Hisui doesn't disappear from my brain. Bam. Bam. I hit my head on the wall. As if she was trying to compete with it, Hisui knocks harder on the door. I see. This impulse that tries to drive me insane while leaving me conscious. This is Roa. But why? I was always sane. Until I came back to this mansion, I really was normal. I hear heavy knocking on the door, but I can't open it. If I open it, it will be completely over. I finally understand. That dream with the memory of the Roa, one generation before mine, locked up in a room, killing both her parents, ruling over her town as a vampire, the final memories of someone I don't know. Oh, that one was a girl? There's no way out. This is not a problem that can be solved by killing myself. This is nothing that can be helped. I understand that previous person's feelings. Even if I died, the only thing to die would be my will. Then the will of Roa would take over my body completely. If that happened, things would get much worse. Ha 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 ha. In the first place, I don't have the slightest intention of killing myself.
Please open up, Shiki-sama.
I hear her voice from behind the door. It almost sounds like it was in another language. So far away. Just one sheet of wood between us. But it seems as far away as the moon and the stars. It's now 10 in the morning. Hisui gave up and went back. Akia and Kohaku-san came and took turns knocking, but I ignored them. 12 o'clock. I'm hungry, but I'm still fine. I put the sheets over me and hug my shaking body. Let's put a save here. 2 o'clock. I'm dying of thirst. I've lost all sense of time. It feels very calm, but as if I was taking stimulants, my body wants to rage about. 4 o'clock. More knocking. A name being called out. Whose voice is that? Whose name are they calling? I can't tell. 5 o'clock. It slowly starts to get dark. 6 o'clock. I think at some point someone will try to maybe come through the window or something. I know it's the second floor or whatever, but 7 o'clock. 8 o'clock. someone comes by.
Tsukiki-san, I brought you dinner. You haven't had anything since this morning. So, so you'll collapse, you know?
Kohaku's voice. She knocks on the door. Geez,
Please,
if...
that's how it is.
Yeah.
I'll get you to at least eat.
A rattling sound. Not knocking, but the sound of a lock opening.
Time to use my secret weapon, the Master Key.
The lock unlocks. Oh, what do we have here? Oh, wait. Oh, okay. This one triggers a flag. Let's see where that flag leads. Okay. I was trying to analyze the flow chart. You know how it is. Okay, this leads to a forced bad end later, but we can also manually trigger it, so... let's turn her away. No, I have to turn Kohaku-san away. The door opens. It's too late. Even if I send her away, she's already come inside. Oh, it's also dropping their save here because there's another choice coming up. But still, I can't do the action called eating food. It will get me too excited and will smash the remaining Tonoshiki within me to pieces. Breathe hard. Somehow, I have to resist it.
Shiki-san, I'm coming in. What happened?
Still smiling, she locks the door. She looks in surprise as the room lying in shambles. Her cute face devoid of fear. Her completely unguarded, defenseless figure. Her red hair and her delicious-looking skin.
Shiki-san, this is strange. How did all this happen?
Still smiling, she draws closer to where I lie curled on the bed. Hurry. No. Hurry. No. Hurry. Stop it. Hurry. Shut up. Hurry. I don't want to. Hurry. Run away. Using the very last vestige of my will, I managed to let those words out.
Eh? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. Could you please say it again, Shiki-san?
But it's working against me. Concerned, she draws closer to my bed. To my body, her face, her form. Draws closer, invites me in. Her white fingers touching my shoulder lightly. Her fingers pulsing with blood. Wait, did I? No, okay. Her light body warmth. Small fireworks explode in the back of my head. I hear a scream. My hand wraps around her throat. My breathing is out of control. What am I trying to do? Her voice cuts off. Not caring, I grip harder. Grip. The bones in her neck creak. Small tearing sound. You're still not picking up on those short lines.
Huh?
Her fingers dig into my arm. She must be getting frantic, being on the verge of death like that. Her nails push through my clothes and into the meat of my arm. Pain. Well, not as much pain as Kohaku must be feeling. but blood flows. It runs from my arm and onto my hand, grasping Kohaku's neck. Ha! Ha! Painted deep red. Her unresisting neck is now running with blood. I can't really feel her anymore. Just the fact that she'll die in a few seconds. Ha ha! Ha! Seems so funny to me. I start to laugh. It hasn't even been a minute since I grasped her neck. She won't die of suffocation, but here, by my hand. Ha ha ha! For no reason, suddenly. Ha 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 ha! Ha 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 ha! Like a simple appliance. She'll die by having the bones in her neck break. In an instant, like being freed from demonic possession, the heat disappears. Before my eyes is the bloodied body of Kohaku-san. My hand is grasping her neck, and any second now. I quickly let go. Without a sound, Kohaku-san falls to the floor. Oh, ha! Kohaku-san's breath breathes painfully with her eyes closed. Kohaku-san. She's alive. Just a little longer. If I kept going just a little longer, I would have... Oh, that's her. She's crying. Collapsed on the floor, not able to move. She's crying. Looking down. Her kimono is covered with white fluid. Oh, okay. This is my semen. By doing that, was released from whatever it was inside me. Ha! I can't believe it. Well, one hand was choking Kohaku-san. My other hand was reveling in the pleasure of killing something. Thump. It isn't over. This is not a sex scene according to the list, so I'm not putting the thing up, but it's yeah. I'm still fully erect, and more than that, I'm not satisfied myself. I'm so thirsty. I've done such a terrible thing to Kohaku-san, but it doesn't seem to end. The truth is, my regret is fading even now as I look at Kohaku-san's neck. Her white neck. Put my teeth in her throat and I want to suck her blood. Haha. I broke apart. Aha! I really broke down. I'm done. No longer do I have the confidence to stay sane. Outside. I have to go outside. If I stay here, I'll kill Kohaku-san. Perceive. If I stay in the mansion, I'll kill even Akiya and Hisui. So before those urges come again, I have to disappear. A place where no one is. I have to go to a place where no one is, or I'll go crazy again. I leave the mansion. What the hell's going on? Even though there's no one around, I can feel the presence of people. Buildings. From the houses around me, I sense people. With all these people here, I won't be able to hold back again. Somewhere. I have to go somewhere without any people around, or I'll never be able to calm down. Where no one is. Where there's no residents nearby. Somewhere where even if I go crazy again, it won't cause anyone any trouble. Trying to get this as close to the choice as possible, but I don't really have a good grasp on how much is left. I don't know if you want to call it here or
Longer since it's not yet 3 hours.
All right. There's no one else in the park. There's no houses nearby. No one's supposed to be here, but I still can't calm down. No matter how far away they are, there are houses all around here. I can sense the lights of town in existence, too. It doesn't exist. Yeah, it doesn't exist. There's no place in the city where you can't sense any presence of humans. There's really no place where I can truly be alone in a civilized city. Damn it. All around me. So many people are all around me. If I walk just a little, I can catch all the prey I want. Shut up. My head hurts. Even though I finally don't see the lines anymore, I'll start to see them again like this. Wait, Shiki, isn't this strange? Because it's not like I was seeing those lines because I was excited. Those lines are things I can't help but see when I don't have my glasses on. So even if I'm calmed down, I would still see them if I don't have my glasses on. But I've dropped my glasses. They're here. Bring my finger to my face and find out my glasses were there all along. So that's what Ciel was getting at earlier. Even if I wear the glasses Sensei gave me, I cannot control my eyes anymore. Ha ha ha. I'm hit with the truth. Just like Roa said, I just didn't realize that I was already insane. That night, ever since that time when I wanted to, from the bottom of my heart, to kill that bastard who was disgracing Ciel. Oh, then the headache from that time was... The headache was from when I was fighting Roa. When I saw those lines of death, even when I don't remember taking off my glasses. And when I got Ciel Senpai to go find them for me. Since that time, even when I wore my glasses, regardless of what my intentions were, I've been able to see those lines. Senpai knew. No, she probably just didn't tell me. So as not to worry me, she lied to protect my mistaken perceptions. I see. Senpai. She told me to talk to her if anything happened. I've already memorized her phone number. Phone. There's a payphone nearby. But what am I going to do by calling her? No one can heal my body. Even Ciel Senpai can't heal what's inside me. Okay, so according to the flowchart, this will lead to a bad end. I can't let her see me like this. I can't do it. I don't want her to see me like this, like a killer. No one can save me. No one can ask anyone for help. I can't ask anyone for help. This impulse. There can only be one way to eliminate this Roa inside of me. Like the previous person I saw in that dream. I could be killed by that white vampire princess, or in order to prevent any more victims from appearing, I can lower the curtain on myself. No, not yet. There's still some of me remaining. I haven't killed anyone yet. So there has to still be a way. It can't end here. The vampire in the city is gone, and Senpai is still here. I became happy, like in a dream, so I can't wake from this dream yet. As long as I live, as long as there are pieces of me remaining, I have to look for a way to do something about this monster inside of me. Night hangs over the park. In the middle of my hazy vision, there is one figure that looks clear. For some reason, it seems like the other me wanted this. The moonlight is strong, under the light as bright as the sun. There, Archwade stands dressed in white.
Wonderful moon tonight, Shiki.
Archwade, didn't you go back?
No, I haven't fulfilled my objective yet. I can't go back before then, can I?
Effortlessly, Archwade looks at me with crimson eyes. Tss. My breathing stops in my throat. An unnatural pressure, nothing like when I confronted Senpai. Archwade, what are you planning to do? But I couldn't finish. My vision wavers. Inside my head, someone other than me continues to scream. Almost like a beast howling at the moon.
You're not running away, so you're prepared?
Her red eyes stare at me as if she is looking at a hated enemy. I can't breathe. My throat doesn't move. If I do such extraneous movement, she would tear it out at that moment.
Then I'll kill you. But do you have any last words?
I'm so scared I can't even speak. But if I could speak, I want to ask her why she wants to kill me. Oh yeah, that's her.
No way. I can't believe it. You haven't realized it yet?
With a giggle, Arkaway takes a step closer. The dry sound of her footsteps echoes through the park. I was also deceived. Oh.
I was also deceived. I didn't think you were Roa.
Saying that, she shows just a brief moment of pity. Then her eyes light up with pure delight, like a happy child. Snap. Something cracks in my head. It was a definite, most terrible, already non-functional, desperate crack. What? My voice leaks out. What is she saying?
So how is it, Shiki? How does it feel to have Roa inside you?
The white vampire princess speaks with a kind of voice as she stares with hostility. I don't know about this Roa guy. What's inside me is only this inexplicable urge to destroy things. Like trying to kill Kohaka-san without any reason and getting pleasure out of seeing it. That's all. Oh, in other words, this black sudden impulse. That's Roa? No, that can't be true.
You cannot play dumb. In the first place, Roa was made into a dead apostle by me. It's very easy for me to tell where the person who stole my power is.
That's a lie. Saying that, I fall into despair. Those words, I can't even deceive myself.
I don't know why. There have been 17 reincarnations before this, but this is the first time this has happened.
She doesn't look like she intends to take another step forward. No, there's no need. The distance between me and Arkawade is about 7 meters. But even if it was 10 times that, Arkawade could chop off my neck instantly. This is well within her range. Thump. A rumbling starts. This is my instinctual reaction to life-threatening... Is this my instinctual action to life-threatening danger? Or is that the ferocity of Roa residing in my brain? Arkawade. I put my hand in my pocket. The hard sensation of my knife gathers up, splintering consciousness.
It seems you finally admit it, Shiki. You feel the Roa inside you too, right? But then, the instant Roa's reincarnated body was killed, he transmitted himself into you. I don't understand how it happened.
Crimson eyes. Being stared at by them, my headache returns again. Thump, thump. Inside my head, the vampire called Roa is wanting to emerge. It hurts. Just having Arkawade say his name enrages memories of this guy in my brain. Throb, throb, throb.
You're pretty composed. You're in front of me and not even running away. I thought you would run away the instant you saw me.
I won't do that. Why would I have to run away? Resisting the pain in my head, I reply.
I'm surprised you can still bluff. I really thought over half of you was taken over by Roa already. I see. That's how it is.
Her voice sounds happy. I don't know what's making her so happy, but it seems she still has some humanity left in her.
You changed my mind. If you do as I say, I won't kill you. How's that?
Urquhart looks at me as she says this, happiness coloring her voice. Another headache. Inside my head, Roa screams at me not to trust this woman. What do you mean? Don't you want to kill Roa? Then there's no way you'll let me go, right?
Yes, once I decide something, it'll be done. I will get at Roa for sure. But Shiki, the Roa inside you is very weak. He probably can't take away a person's will unless he's born into their body. He somehow managed to transmit himself to you, but that was all he could do. The Roa who was just trying to escape wouldn't establish control over you. He's only able to live as your dark side.
Does that mean Roa's will is almost nothing to me? Nothing in me? Archway, that...
Yes, there is no need for me to kill you if that's the case. I'm fine just having the power Roa stole from me working under me.
There's no need for me to be killed, is what she's saying. So why did she come to see me? Why does she look at me with those serious eyes? I don't understand. What are you trying to say, Archwade?
I'm telling you to become my servant.
Eh? She doesn't seem like she's joking. When Archwade and Senpai were fighting, she said it was just a joke. What? That wasn't a joke?
No, I like you. So isn't it natural for me to want you by my side, rather than to kill you?
Snap. With that line, my headache pounds more than it ever has before. Roa. The guy inside my head rages against her words. I don't know if that comes from delight or from deep jealousy.
If you're willing to become my servant, I will stop Roa from consuming you. I don't think you even need to think about it, seeing how Roa will consume you like this.
You say it so simply, but how do you intend to stop this Roa inside me?
Huh? The only one who can stop Roa is you, Shiki. But that method would mean your death. My method is simply strengthening you. As long as your will is stronger than Roa's, then it doesn't matter how much he rages in you, right?
Something bursts in my head again. Roa keeps raging. Don't let her fool you. He rages. This woman will make you her puppet. I don't intend to give in to that impulse, but I agree with Roa. I want to stay as myself. To become Archwade's servant, to get away from Roa, is getting my priorities wrong. And in the first place, there's Ciel Senpai. If I go to school tomorrow and talk to her about it, I bet she can come up with a solution to this. Gritting my teeth, I resist the pounding in my head. I take off my glasses and get my knife from my pocket. I take the blade out and hold it at eye level.
Shiki.
I refuse. Sorry, but I won't be yours to possess.
I see. Then I guess it'll just have to be by force.
A hard footstep cracks through the air.
You killed me once, so I always thought I should pay you back.
Her white figure rushes forth with a gust of wind. In that instant, the fight begins. Clang. Her claws meet my knife. Under the golden moon, even if she is my enemy, her figure is so beautiful. Clang. We repel each other again. To be honest, I can't even see our movements. Clang. We repel each other once more. Archway isn't serious at all. But still, it should be easy for her to rip off my arms and legs. Clang. We repel each other again. My body moves without thinking. My arms and legs, this body with just the intention of not dying, fends off Archwade's claws by itself. Tch. My lips curl in irony. I don't want to admit it, but it seems my body has become beyond that of humans. In the dead of night, it seems Sonoshiki has become like Shiki, probably able to easily jump off the third floor of a building and be just fine. Clang. But this is it. From the very start, I knew I couldn't win against Archwade. First of all, I can't see any lines on her. I have no way of hurting her. Archwade said it once, that during nighttime, there is nothing which can cause her death. Clang. She hits my knife. With just a swing of her arm, I fly through the air. I managed to land on the ground and ready my knife. No matter how much I look, I can't see any lines on her. Damn it. What nonsense are you? What nonsense you are. Yes, I am so right. In the deep night without mercy of the sun, facing the princes of the moon is too reckless. My throat is burning. My heart feels like it'll explode. I realize that since I saw her tonight, I was under the pressure of her crimson eyes, and they haven't been able to breathe well.
You realized yet?
She isn't even out of breath. Even though I'm gasping for air, my heart feels like it'll stop. She's completely relaxed. Damn, what about you? Have you cooled your head? Trying to control my breathing, I step back from her little by little. Arkway isn't fighting me seriously at all. She doesn't have the pressure like Roa or Nero. I never thought I would feel this much difference between us.
Well, it seems you won't understand until you die one, Cheeky.
She gives an impatient sigh. Arkwood stands directly behind me. Gah. I hear a sound from behind my head. It's not even time to blink. She effortlessly pushes me to the ground. Her body pushes up against my shoulders. I'm down. In an instant, without me knowing what's going on, Arkwood has pinned me down. Arkwood glares at me without speaking. Her body weight against my shoulders. She stops as if hesitating over what to do with me. I gasp, but it might have been just her silence. This close. Now that we are so close, I may be able to see it. I stare at her body. The core of my brain screams in protest, completely unlike the pain of my headache before, as if it really were tearing itself apart. But it's no good. I can't read the death from an existence like Arkwood. Daytime might be different, but at night, she is close to being a perfect life form that doesn't even carry the concept of death. What do you intend to do with Roa, Arkwood? You said you wouldn't kill me, but as long as I live, Roa will still be alive.
About a deluded Roa. Yes. That's why I should have let you go, Shiki.
Oh, you don't have to hold back. Go ahead and let me go. Don't worry about me and go home. Wait, dear daddy.
But you know, isn't it natural for me to take back my own power? And more than anything else, I do like you.
Squeeze. The body weight on my shoulders becomes even heavier.
More than killing you and destroying Roa, I want to take you in. So I won't kill you.
Her red eyes seem to say.
I can't believe it, but it seems I really like you. That's why I'll save you. I won't suck your blood, and I won't do anything you won't like. So please listen to what I have to tell you.
Her red eyes say. Those are without a doubt her true feelings, but I can't listen. She might not be on guard right now as imperfection is fading from her body.
Kiki, or do you hate me?
Her eyes look straight at me. Look at her face while being pinned down. Sincerely, so strongly it might burn my brain. I don't hate you, Arkwood.
Really?
She sounds very happy. My forehead is burning. As my brain throbs horribly, I definitely see just one line of death. Still, I have no intention of becoming your puppet. Her eyes brim over with anger. But before that, I slice through the line on her neck. Fresh blood spilling from her neck, Arkwood collapses. Slipping out from underneath her, I get away. I'm out of breath. I'm not hurt, but I can't run in this state. It's Arkwood. She should be able to heal such a wound and will come back to attack me again. Arkwood? She doesn't even move. Blood flowing over the ground, her white body is covered in vermilion. No way. Did I kill her? Well, Arcoade are stopping my legs that tried to flee. I tried to rush towards her body, but gasped. One arm. One of her arms on her collapsed figure, like a spider's leg, stands up on the ground. In that instant, the whole world freezes over. Oh. Pant. From her neck spills her blood and her breath. Her arm tenses. Yeah, I think that's her.
You.
Pant. Her million blood continues to flow. Her body lifts slowly from the ground.
Will.
Heavy, rapid breathing turns into laughter. Her white body stained in blood. She raises her face. You can see her eyes gleaming between her golden hair. Her eyes are pitch black. And in them glows a fierce, fiery red.
I will kill you.
Arcoade. Her eyes are looking at nothing. She tries to lift herself up with one hand, but every time she collapses back down to the ground. She slips on her own pool of blood, and each time her body gets redder, over and over. She tries to stand up, slips and falls. It seems as if she's enjoying that cycle of failure.
Just wait.
I can't move. Her voice, her figure, her will flows compulsorily into my head. My will is flowing, fusing, merging. The whole world spins around me. In the middle of it all, her image dominates. That's right. I've never felt such shame before. I've never been so disgraced. That's why it's funny. Oh, okay, that's her.
Can't even imagine how much pleasure I'll get when I take this anger out on you, Shiki. Destroy. Slowly, completely, gently beyond comparison, cruelly to the point of numbness. I'll violate your life. That's right. The instant I tear off your limbs, rip open your chest, and pull out your intestines, biting into your neck as you ask for mercy, chewing through your eyes and spreading your brains onto the ground like butter. Just wait. Kill you soon.
Smiling, laughing insanely, Arkway wallows in a sea of her own blood. I can't move. This isn't good. Even Roa can't move. If I stay here, I really will be killed. I have to escape. Doesn't matter where. If I don't get away from here quickly, I will get killed. Ah. Wet, dripping sounds. In the pool of her own blood, Arkway laughs insanely. Oh. The blood spraying from her neck. Her slashed fatal wound. Does it hurt that much? As if to mitigate the pain, she's chewing through her stomach, her arms tearing herself apart. I run. Thoughts of where and how don't even enter my mind. I'm driven by fear, and I run away from this killing chamber. I run to this place without even realizing it. Gah. I'm out of breath. So exhausted I can't take another step. But my legs keep moving. I'll be found in this place. I have to go inside and hide myself until morning or I'll die. Even while I'm resting like this, I bet she's looking for me. I take off my glasses and cut the lock on the school gate with my knife. Open the door, I walk inside the school grounds. I fall on my knees as soon as I get to the school grounds. I brace myself off the ground and use both my hands. My whole body is hot. I have to hurry inside the school building, but my legs won't move. More than my body, my head and mind are completely worn out. This headache won't stop. This Roa inside of me. And the white vampire princess that continued to laugh insanely. Gorge rises in my throat. My mouth tastes bitter. I haven't eaten anything today, so all I can do is vomit my stomach acid. Ha! Still on my knees, I collapse headfirst onto the ground. Why did I end up like this? Breathing painfully, I give up trying to lift up my face. Even if she finds me, I don't care. I can't escape anyway. Away from Arcoid or from Roa, who is inside me. Since that's the case, waiting here quietly for the end is easier for me. It suddenly gets darker. The sound of footsteps. I didn't realize it since it was face down, but someone is coming. Under the moonlight. Did that person darken the sky with her shadow?
You trying to repent, Tono-kun?
Ciel Senpai asks in a cold voice. Senpai? I lift my head in amazement. I didn't know why she's here. I don't know why she's here, but I wanted to rely on something right now, and I lift my face to meet the night air. But this... The Ciel before me, she isn't the one I know. Her bare arms have the tattoo of a cross on them. Her cold eyes as if watching someone she doesn't even know. Senpai bears an uncouth weapon with an aura of coldness that doesn't suit her. I know this. It's in my brain. I know what this weapon is. It has to be what's called the seventh holy scripture, one of the apocrypha that must never be removed from its resting place. Senpai?
Did you row after all, Tono-kun?
With her frigid eyes, Senpai speaks with a voice that is equally cold. I start to feel a shiver up my spine. For no reason. No, my instincts and my brain work full force to tell me that the danger, and I jump back. So with her mouth shut, she takes a step toward me with that ominous weapon. She has no openings whatsoever. If I run away hastily, if I show my back to her, I know that thing will pierce my heart, and I will disappear without the opportunity for reincarnation ever again. Even though I don't even have that knowledge in my memories. Senpai, why are you doing this too?
Stand. Row already surfacing, right? Then it is too late already.
Lightly, she takes another effortless step forward. That figure looks like... What are you doing, Senpai? You look like you're going to kill me. She doesn't answer. She just stares at me like she's trying to find out where she can aim to kill me quickly. Senpai. She's serious. She seriously plans to kill me. Creak. My nerves feel the imminent death before me. My spine is screaming and the back of my neck is numbing. But more than the fear of death, I can't believe this person is saying such things. Why? I don't know. Senpai, you said you stayed here for my sake. With the start, Ciel Senpai's legs stop. She looks at me and grins.
Your goodness really is a rare treasure. It is a good thing to trust people, but if you were a little more composed and thought about it clearly, you could have maybe got away. First of all, didn't you ever think about why I came to this school in the first place?
I didn't.
I didn't do it because I wanted to, you know.
Senpai?
You knew my goal was to destroy the serpent, Roa. Coming here to this school was because I knew Roa's reincarnated host was here. But since I didn't know for sure, I needed to check things out for a while.
Wait a minute, what in the world are you... What is she babbling about? I don't know. I really can't understand what she's talking about. She's ignoring my bewilderment and keeps talking.
Told you before, Tono-kun. Roa has requirements for the family he decides to reincarnate into. If you think the other way around, you just have to look for families with those traits. When you know that, finding him is very simple. It's easy to find families that have special abilities passed down through their blood once you do a bit of research. In this city, there's only one family that fits Roa's requirements. So I knew from the beginning who Roa was.
What? That's strange. If she knew from the beginning, she could have killed him or caught him right then. From the beginning? She knew who it was?
Yes, look. Don't you realize it now? You know, Tono-kun. I came to this school to catch you from the beginning.
Wait, I just want her to wait.
A little mistake happened. I was watching you from afar so as not to stimulate Roa inside you, but I concluded that you might not be Roa's new reincarnated host. But the eldest son of the Tono family had to be what Roa reincarnates into. There is no mistake in that, so what had to be a mistake was you, Tono-kun.
Ciel Senpai speaks matter-of-factly. I can't say anything.
Being into it, you were fatally wounded 8 years ago and adopted by your relatives. What happened afterwards was exactly as Tono Shiki said 2 nights ago. I don't know what happened in the Tono family 8 years ago, but you were killed by that kid called Shiki. No, it's more like your life was stolen. As a result, you became connected to Shiki, who was Roa's host.
A direct voice without emotion. I don't know this Ciel Senpai. Or is this the true Ciel, and the kind person I knew up until now was all just...
So now, there should have been times where Roa's memory would flow into you through Shiki. He was a vampire that manipulated the shapeless thing called a soul. For Roa, you two shared one life where it finally cracked a double existence. That's why, when Shiki's body was destroyed, Roa didn't need to reincarnate. He still had a place to run to. You.
cold, as if hating her enemy, she detests me.
It's all over now. I wasn't prepared to finish it so suddenly that one night, but tonight is different. I really am fortunate in a way. If Arcuate had destroyed Roa, he probably would have reincarnated again.
I can't believe this. That's not true.
Go ahead and please keep on denying it and play dumb. That makes my job easier. Still,
Metallic rattle around just sounds from the weapon.
it doesn't change the fact that I can finish you off easily, no matter what you do, Roa.
Her laughing voice causes me to finally understand. She isn't lying. Her eyes aren't looking at me. Her feelings never did have anything to do with me from the beginning. What is this? Then, from the very beginning, you always thought of me as Roa? Senpai, being friends with me was all just... I can't say it. I can't finish the sentence. If I do that, I feel like everything will turn into a lie in that instant.
Much more for this bad ending.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you want to just put it off for now. This is way longer than I
Yeah,
was
just in
expecting.
case, since it's already 8:30.
Yeah, alright. So yeah, sorry to leave us mid-scene, everyone. We'll pick this up tomorrow. Alright, thanks for watching.